It's time for Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media. Before every broadcast, you can hear Tiger Talk, brought to you by Katie Carty and Candy Mink at Looking Glass Salon and Alicia Watson at Fly & W Boutique, where head coach Neil Myers discusses the evening's contest with Stan Stevens. It's now time for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, coach of Salem Tigers, went down to Kabul in a game you have to say was a must-win game for the Salem Tigers to get that home field advantage. You just don't know what the other teams are going to do. You can't count on other teams beating other teams. You got to pretty much take care of your own business, and that's exactly what the Salem Tigers did down at Kabul. They didn't dominate initially, but then once the second half started, it was all Salem Tigers.
Yes, and that coming into it, we knew that we kind of held our outcome in our hands. Our destiny was right there in our hands, and we knew that for that to happen, we had to go out and win by at least 13. So we tasked the boys at the beginning of the game with, hey, we wanted a complete game. Unfortunately, we came out a little bit flat there in the first half, and I'm not sure if you'd call it flat, but we weren't doing like we should have been doing, and in doing so, started out a little bit flat, but came out in the second half, and I thought came out to how we wanted to respond.
One of the things that we've always talked about turnovers all year long, and unfortunately it kind of bit the Salem Tigers again in that first half. We were seeing kind of a little bit of everything. I think this year we have seen just about everything, and then Hayden has a fumble, can't hold on to the ball, a punt that I don't think Silas ever had a chance to field, but no flag came down, so it becomes a muff punt, and then Kabul gets the ball, and then you had back-to-back interceptions. I mean, we have seen a lot in this year, but all that in the first half really kind of just never let the game get any kind of flow, did it?
No, not there in the beginning. The fumble that Hayden had, we were looking at running a veer. Hayden actually noticed that it was eaten up. He tried to pull it. The pull didn't happen, so it happened at the mesh point. That's one of the fumbles that I think coming into this year I was expecting a lot more was mesh point type fumbles. But so that was a little bit different to see that. The punt for Silas, I'm going to take a little bit of a credit on that for him fumbling that. The first punt we had, it hit and bounced and rolled, and I finally told him, I said, go get the ball. Really what I was meaning was just catch it. We don't need to let it roll and get extra yards. If we have to fair catch it, that's fine too. And Cy went to go do that. Unfortunately, didn't call the fair catch, and there was at one point I almost had a flashback from about 2 years ago when we had Landon Richter out there going for one, and
that's right.
that really kind of worried me a little bit there with that. But defensively, I thought we responded well. We were able to come back. We handled that. The other turnover we had on the night was the interception, which in turn was just a little bit too much of a quick release. Should have just waited a little bit longer, and it opens up a lot more.
But it wasn't the big issue in this game. It really wasn't. The turnovers were not a deciding issue in this contest. Some big plays, though. And we go right back to kind of old Salem Tiger football days. We get 3 yards and just grind it all out, and then all of a sudden, pop, here we go on a 50, 60, 70-yard touchdown run. Silas Du Bois had one of those kind of games. He had a couple of really nice touchdown runs in this contest, Coach. Really did a good job of controlling the ball and controlling the field once he got out there.
He did. He had, some of those runs he had were fantastic. That first opening play that we had, he's going down the sideline. I thought for sure he had stepped out when I watched it on film. Evidently, just the crown was a little bit off for me because he wasn't near the line as much as I thought. But anytime I think that you've got a running back that has a fantastic game, I think you really have to look back and give a nod to those hogs up front, the unspoken heroes, because what was really happening was, at one point we looked at the side, and we had caved a whole side down. So I think as a running back that's a great day when you can look up and just see the whole size of a Mack truck and run through it and go have fun. And credits to Cy. He's a really good athlete. He's able to get out there and make people miss and do things that others can't. And when he gets out in the open, he's a lot faster than what people really give him credit for.
Especially when our guys were able to pinch those defensive ends in and allow offside to go to the outside, and that's something that we hadn't always seen a chance for our guys to get outside. We have some speed if we can get out there, but a lot of times, and Rick and I kind of comment on sometimes, it seems like we go wide, we're on the short side of the field. We can't go wide enough.
Yeah.
We kind of get cut off by the sideline. But this play really was nice for Cy. He got down the sideline, but then he came back toward the middle of the field to avoid the player that was down there that was being blocked by the receiver. And again, give credit to the receivers blocking downfield to allow Cy to cut back to the middle so he could make that touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's just a hats off across the board when you look at it offensively. Like I said, you get big runs like that. There's a lot of other players involved. A lot of the times that we're doing those.
But then we had Briley Honeycutt on the other side. He had a nice run to respond for the Kabul Bulldogs, and kind of like a surprise. It kind of started out slow, but then once he got through the line, Coach, I didn't realize that young man had that kind of speed.
I didn't either. Not even watching film, but the other part for him that I'm going to give him a lot of credit on is, he ended up, I think it was 8 broken tackles. Give him credit there. I knock on us a little bit because broken tackles aren't what we want. We talked about that pregame. But not only that, but just the balance, the way he got hit, stayed on his feet. And I think that kind of surprised more of our guys than anything. And then he just, as you said, he just took off, and there wasn't anybody going to catch him at that point.
No, so if we look at the Salem Tiger offense in this game before we start talking about the defense, which I thought played an outstanding ball game for the Salem Tiger, especially the second half. They gave Kabul virtually nothing. But let's talk a little bit about that Tiger offense. It looked like it got a little bit smoother. Brody Ray filling in at fullback. It looks like he might have found his calling there. And with May and Du Bois as the tailbacks, Coach, it finally has started to look like it has gotten comfortable, where the guys don't have to think where they have to go or where they have to run. And when you start to see that, it makes for a lot easier on the offensive side. The timing is there. The cadence is there. Call it whatever you want to. It looks like the guys know exactly when they're supposed to hit the line, when that offensive lineman is going to be able to get that hole. And guys like Cy and Alton May don't need a big hole to get through.
No, they don't. They can usually squeak through, and they'll find a crease, and that's something we talked to them about. You see daylight, get your nose in and bury it and go down and get down through there. But, yeah, I think the overall timing, as weird as it is, if we're going to mesh, this is the time I'm glad we're meshing at this point. But really, that's really what it is. You're starting to see, it's a first-year true offense for us, the flex bone is. Yes, we ran the wing, and that's part of why we looked at the flex bone trying to come into this year to incorporate that option offense into it. And this was the closest fit to it. But still, it's a lot of timing issues, as I talked about before, mesh points, things of that thing. And starting to see those come to life a little bit. And it even has opened up and it let us evolve a little bit more going into this week as well.
And it looks like Hayden's reading the option a little bit better. He had a couple of pitches that actually were pretty good to side. Didn't have to change his steps or anything to try and catch the ball. When you can hit the guy in stride, Coach, that makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
That makes a big difference because you don't have somebody settling down to try to grab the ball or get it. And Hayden is. And again, first-year offense with a first-year he's not a first-year quarterback, but he's a first-year quarterback in the offense.
Sure.
And, for him, I give him a lot of credit there. He's a senior. So knowing that it's a senior year and the change of the offense for him, but he's really adapted and started to kind of get into a groove of his own with it.
And Brody Ray had a couple of touchdowns in the game, Coach, but doing exactly what you need Brody Ray to do. Go up the middle, get yourself 3-4 yards. And he's strong enough to drag a few guys with him on his way into the end zone. Unfortunately, we had a couple of penalties, had to kind of do things a couple times, but still he was able to persevere and get those touchdowns. It was good for Brody, and just to keep coming back with it. And I was impressed. He just put the head down and just kept driving.
And that's what we've been asking of Brody for quite a few weeks now. And I think it's starting to click for him. And you're right. I wish that he saw what we just talked about and realized because he is a workout warrior. He loves working out. He put on quite a bit of weight. Was proud of him for that. He carries it well. He still does. But in his mind, he thinks that he's gotten small and tiny. And I tell him all the time, Brody, not many running backs are the same size as you are that are going to be hitting the hole where you are. And if you hit it at 100 miles an hour, that's just even more force coming at a linebacker or anybody like that. And I think he's starting to understand that a little more. But again, I think that confidence builds too as your offensive line builds their confidence also.
And Salem Tiger fans who were either watching the game or streaming with us or actually made it down to Kabul actually saw a little bit of the future of the Salem football Tigers come in that second half, Coach. Always good to give those kids a taste of it, isn't it?
It is. And, it was funny. A lot of times before we've let the freshmen go towards the end of the season. And this past week and even this week, we asked that, hey, freshmen, stick it out, stay around, get that practice time. And it was funny because some of them said, well, last week we're wondering why. And then, our intent was we thought we'd get them a little bit sooner and get them a lot more action. But then when they got in there, I think their whole mindset changes, those that got in a little bit more. And then, of course, we had some that didn't get in that I wished we could have got in. It just didn't happen at that time.
But it's still being a part of the team on the sideline. It's a big part of being a teammate. And you know as well as I do, those support guys, they've got to be there.
They
They've got to
do.
be there.
And then the other part of it is these guys are still young.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say guys that get in, a lot of them are sophomores and freshmen. We had some juniors. But really, when you look at it, you're right. Everybody's got a role on the team. And when that time comes, that role may change. But until then, you've got a role you got to fulfill, and
Exactly.
that's part of being a team.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the defense down at Kabul. We return on Tiger Talk right after this.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back, Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, Coach. Talking about Salem Tiger defense, had a couple of fumbles. Actually recovered a non-onside kick on a kickoff. And that was something, again, we hadn't seen all year, but it wasn't intentional. But a couple of plays that the Salem Tiger defense made, I really thought that they started to kind of find their game. Even a couple of weeks ago, we've seen against Mountain Grove, the Tiger defense starting to stand up, starting to get what you're trying to teach, and it's been getting better and better and better. Still played a pretty good game against Mountain View. Of course, we come out on the short end, and people say, well, you still lost 36-0 or 30-6 or whatever. I said, yes, but if you look at the other teams that lost to him, it was 49-56. This Tiger defense, without having an offense that can take time off the clock and give them a break, I think has done an exceptional job this year, Coach.
Well, and that's when you look at this Kabul game, and I would agree with all of that. I think defensively, I thought we've had a pretty good year. Even looking at the Kabul game, you look at that first half, our defense was out there because our offense, when we did score, was scoring so quick.
Yeah, right.
So whenever you look at it, in that first half, we were out there quite a bit on the field defensively, and I give credit to them. I think they do a really good job of once we communicate keys and things that we've caught on film, and then we discuss with them to watch for those keys. I think the boys do a really good job of starting to understand that, and that's kind of the evolution of that film watching. Obviously, the next step would be and some people will think I'm crazy, but getting them to think outside the box a little bit to where they start catching those things like that we catch as coordinators and such, to be able to really start helping understand how the defense works. But when you look at them, I mean, they're flying around. They're playing. Our biggest issue on Friday night was that they were just getting up the field a little too far and was making creases to where those running backs for Kabul could get into and go. So that's something that we talked about and we really worked on this week, and that hopefully we see that same type of tenacity and maybe a little bit of a better leverage on the line there for us.
And when Kabul kick off, they try onside kicks virtually every single time, so you have only half a field to go down. And so you don't pile up the yardage as you might see in a game like this. But I thought in the second half, where we did the big runs in the first half, the second half, it was just pound. Just keep pounding, and just take the time off the clock. That's a very fast second half.
It was. That second half, at one point, even that third quarter, it felt like I blinked and it was gone already. And trying to manage and look at it and see. And, we got to a point there after the third where we were at our point total, and I was debating, do we get these guys in? And kind of the thought process was, it's not even a running clock at this point.
Right.
We're sitting there looking at it, and I'm wanting to get those young guys some reps because we need to get those reps for them in that varsity experience. And so we're looking at that, but we're also weighing, well, where are we at with points for district, because we got to be at a certain point total. And,
oh gosh, yeah.
There's a lot of other math going on in there in those conversations that we're having on the headset. So.
And the neat thing about the defense is I've been watching the defensive backs. They're really staying right with the guys. And some of the passes that Kabul attempted, obviously the guys had to try and dive to catch because they had to throw them away from the Salem Tiger defender. And, a lot of people say, well, it's just a bad pass. He's not going to throw it close enough where we can pick it off. So their quarterback's trying to throw down and outs, probably really put him right along the sideline. That's the only place that we wouldn't be able to touch the ball. but their guys couldn't come up with the catches. So I give our guys a lot of great accolades because they stayed right with them. They were right on their back. They were not going to catch that ball and be able to come back in the field. So even if they did catch the ball, Tigers were going to take them down for maybe a gain of 3, 4, 5 yards. Coach, I mean, that's just good, solid defense.
No, it is, and having that type of coverage is good, and that's where we want to be able to have the other part of that now we want that front six to be able to get off the ball and start causing some pressure, because that's where we'll start seeing some mistakes happen that fall in our hands. But right now, our secondary, I think they're doing a fantastic job. You know, when you look at it with Gavin Sapol, Brody Ray, you got Max Schlomer there, and I call it kind of the triangle of the middle of the defense. And then, you know, a lot of times for that night we had Kane Baird, but it's Kane or Paxton or Silas. But, you know, there's a lot of times we put those guys on islands. And fortunately we're able to, because we know what they can do. And they've done a great job of working that way and working together to get there.
And never give up.
No.
And never give up. We watched defensive backs come back, take a guy down, and got a good pass, and, you know, did not let him score.
No. No, that was that was Ryan Hallinar and Brent Hallinar.
Right, the brothers got him, yeah.
And we went back on film on Monday and specifically watched that play for what we joked around with Ryan about, because it looked like he kind of floated for a while. He actually dove and was in the air for about 5 yards after we watched it on film. I mean, I told him, I said, I've seen a lot of tackles, but that was a pretty crazy thing to watch even on film. I thought I saw it like that in the game, but watching it there on film. But that hustle, give credit to where it's due, though. I mean, they busted their butt to get down there. Yeah. So a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, that kid was wide open. I mean, he had about a 15-yard lead on him, but they didn't quit, and they got to him inside the 5. But you have what you have, and then they can't score.
And I was really happy the way we responded with that, because you get down into that area a lot of times, especially as a defense, you're pretty tired, let alone our big boys. They're usually pretty tired just from running down the field that far. But for them to come up and hold them to a 4-and-out was really good.
Tonight, it's district play. We're in a whole new season, Coach, when we come back and talk about Salem versus Buffalo. No, it's not Stratford. It's Buffalo. And we'll take on the Bison when we come back. We're going to talk about it right here on Tiger Talk with Coach Neil Myers right after this.
Tale of the daily med fill, same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little ad does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, Coach Salem Tigers. I think everybody thought we'd be playing the Stratford Indians. It didn't happen that way because of Mission Magic. And I always remind people, no matter what you see out there, don't expect some little tweak to happen. And it did in this case, as Buffalo beat Stratford. They got a chance to move up, even though they have less points.
Yep, Buffalo Bison. That's who we got. We kind of had our eye on them. We had knew about the head-to-head type play, so we had kind of started looking into it 2 weeks ago. We had a feeling it was either going to be we're playing Buffalo, or here we're going there to Buffalo. Obviously, as you said, Mission Magic. You know, not only that, but Friday Night Magic. You got guys winning that aren't supposed to be winning, and so it messes it all up going in. We thought we had a pretty good go at it from the beginning, and then, of course, talked about Friday night was a must-win situation for us to get in the position where we're at.
When you talk about hosting a district game versus going to a location, especially the distance involved, Buffalo's a good haul. It's a good haul for them to come up here. But that's just the way districts are. I always say Salem's the redhead stepchild of district football and basketball and baseball and everything else. It's like, where do we put them? Let's put them as far away from the host school as we can. You know, and it seems to work that way. You know, occasionally we get right in the middle, but for the most part, we have to do a lot of traveling, or the other teams have to do a lot of traveling. Even in the SCA, you look, Thayer and Salem are the two most distant teams. You know, they're not close to anybody else, and so they're the longest drives. But in this case, Buffalo comes to Salem. That's got to be an advantage for the Salem Tigers.
Oh, I 100% agree. Not just that, but to see hopefully the crowd support's there for this Friday, because for them to come in and see how that works and how that looks, and how the people get a little bit rowdy out there, and of course our kids, they fall in love with that and love every bit of it, seeing the excitement from the crowd and getting them all yelling and going nuts for it. And for Salem as a whole, not just our boys, but I think as a community we need it as well too.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah, since we've hosted one, and the Tigers. Obviously, we're coming to this game, and like you said, you've already seen some film. But as we were talking earlier, you already see some changes in the Buffalo Bison from the early season to later season.
We have. I thought early on they had a running back that I was pretty impressed with. As we've watched it more and more, we haven't seen him. We got their roster from him the other day. I noticed he wasn't on the roster. So right, wrong, or indifferent, whatever may have happened down there, I'm not sure. But that kid looks like a pretty heck of a good player. So that's a little bit of a change. We didn't see that later in the season, but I think with any team, even with us, you watch game film from the beginning. If all you popped on was the first 5 plays of the St. James game, you thought we'd have Everett Campbell at linebacker. Mm-hmm. But injuries occur and other things unfold that they may not be able to be in charge. A hold up or
might
anything
have
like
moved.
that. You got kids that move. You got kids that. Season they're struggling a little bit, maybe thinking, hey, this isn't for me, and move on from that. But that's just part of the nature of the beast of the game at this point these days.
And sometimes parents see those grades suffer, and they say, until you get the grades up, you're not playing.
No, and I don't doubt that at all, and I don't discredit that at all. I think that that's a great reason, because the real deal is football lasts for so long in your life, but your grades and where you're going to plan on going education-wise and what you want to do. But as we all still laugh about and probably joke around about being what you want to be when you grow up, I'm not sure a lot of us know. But that definitely allows, for those kids to continue going that direction as well as also. So I think grades definitely take the precedence over that.
What do you expect to see offensively out of Buffalo tonight?
Definitely shotgun type setup. There's even if they try to go power, they'll go double tight. They're still going to be in a shotgun type set. Have not seen them even under center in the film that I broke down to a point where it's a necessity to even show it to our guys. Other teams, we've had them where they're in shotgun and they'll come under center for a sneak or something like that, but haven't seen that from them. I think they want to try to run a power run game out of a spread type set, so I think we're going to see quite a bit of pulls, a lot of powers. They tend to want to, from what we've seen, try to hit the B and the C gap, the outer gaps. Mm-hmm. So we're going to adjust for that. We're going to set up for that. Obviously, just like anything with football, if we shut down the outside, they're probably going to try to come inside. Sure. And then we got to have an answer for that as well.
How about on the defensive side of the ball, Coach? What can we expect out of Buffalo?
Well, and Stan, that's the question of the
question of the day, huh?
When we first started watching it, we saw them play some teams that run. Ava, for example, we saw them play against them. So we wanted to see, hey, how did they line up? At the beginning of the year, it looked like they were lining up in a 5-man front. Then it looked like as the season went on, we saw some other power run team type kind of like us, and we saw them in a 4-man front. And right now I would have to assume the way that the season ended, and that was one of the games we got to watch, I would assume they're probably going to be in a 4-man front against us, which that's fine. If they want to come out in a 5-man, that's fine too. We've seen that as well. We just have to make the adjustments, and I call our offense an if-then offense. If they give us this, then we're going to do this. So we can make those adjustments really easy on the fly. Up front, it's just a matter of execution at that point.
And the kids got to know it's win and go on and lose and go home. There is no tomorrow if you come out and you don't play up to your capabilities. And that puts a little extra stress on kids too, doesn't it?
I think it can. Specifically, I think it does for those that are higher seeded. And the reason I say that is because they're the ones that are supposed to win, according to the numbers and whatever, the Misha formula we talked about. They're the ones that are supposed to. But sometimes, as I talked about earlier, I'm glad we're meshing well at this point, because that means we're starting to hit that stride, hopefully, a little bit. But every once in a while, any Friday, any team can win.
Sure.
And I firmly believe that. I know that to be true. And, lo and behold, not only that, but this is also the Friday that teams pull out stuff that you haven't ever seen, and you might see a Statue of Liberty. We might see a triple flea flicker. Who knows? We've seen them all already.
But we've seen most everything. Now, triple flea flicker, I don't know. We haven't seen that yet this year.
I would not be surprised. I know that offensively, when we watch them, and defensively. Their quarterback is their biggest threat, I think, for us. Early on, number 5, a wide receiver they got, he's about 6'4", 6'5". Definitely was a threat. Heck, he probably made one of the best high school catches I've ever seen when I was watching film against Ava. Mm-hmm. So I think, they've got weapons. We just have to come out and shut those weapons down and play our game.
Well, Coach, the very best tonight in district play against Buffalo. Good luck, Coach.
Stan, appreciate it. Go Big Blue.
Stay tuned. Tiger District football, it is next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Neil Myers and Stan Stevens. Tiger Talk has been brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger football is next.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town & Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flying W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. And now get ready for Salem Tiger football, right here on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens along with Mr. Rick Hoyt. And we are in a brand new season, Ricky. Class 3, District 5 playoffs.
Yeah, nothing. Nobody's got a record right now. Yeah.
No records,
Start's over.
But it's win and go on and lose and go home.
That's right.
And the Tigers didn't get Stratford. We told you the Mission Magic came into play because of the head-to-head between Stratford and Buffalo. Buffalo won that one. They got moved up.
So they moved up.
So we got the chance to play Buffalo instead of Stratford. Again, there's a power schedule. There's that head-to-head. There's so many different factors. To tell you the truth, I don't even want to know what the formula is over there, Misha. But anyway, we are playing Buffalo tonight, and the Bison are here in town. And Rick, we understand that these guys are going to throw the ball a lot tonight. And on a cool night, this could make for an interesting evening.
Hey, you're right, Stan. And that's usually a cold night like this is not good for a throwing team. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm sure the Salem Tigers are going to come out. They're usual. They're going to come out. They're going to pound and see what happens. And but like I say, we're going to see the reverse on the Buffalo side. We think we're going to see the ball in the air a lot.
More than likely, we will. And the one thing we do want to tell you, if you're joining us and you're saying, "Well, wait a minute, I'm on your YouTube, I'm on your Facebook, I'm on your Twitch, and I'm not seeing the game," you won't.
You won't.
Because the only way to watch this game will be on Misha.tv, and there is a paywall. You would have to pay for it. Again, it's MSHSAA.tv. If you're willing to pay for the game, it is being video streamed there, and that's the only place you will find it is on Misha.tv. And again, that has nothing to do with us. Misha owns these district games. They own the playoffs, so they control how that's being done. Well, otherwise, we'll be bringing the contest to you here on good old-fashioned radio audio side. We do want to thank our friends at Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon. They sponsored our Tiger Talk. They have all season long. 101 West 4th Street downtown. Alicia, Candy, and Katie do a tremendous job, and let them help you out. Also, thanks to United Country Salem Realty. They sponsor our intro to Salem Tiger football. Bab Wells, our broker-owner, 573-729-3148. Stop by and see him at 605 South Main. Also, special thanks goes to Ozark Overhead Door, as if you are streaming with us, you'll watch that score bug pop up at the bottom of the screen. Zane and his crew do a tremendous job of fixing garage doors, installing them, repairing them, or even doing preventive maintenance. Locally owned, 314-243-9341, and you will see some instant replays throughout the game. They're being brought to you by Hubs Tire Center, sponsoring that instant replay, and they have all season long. A 3-generation family-owned business right here in Salem, handling your tire needs, also your state inspection, and your auto repair. 573-729-5800 at 801 South Main Street.
Well, Stan, we have had the coin toss, and Salem has won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So Salem will be kicking off to start this game.
All right, the Bison will be going on offense first, and we do want to remind everybody, again, right here on KSMO, if you win, you go on, you lose, you go home. And St. James played last night against Stratford, and they beat Stratford 29-7. And then, of course, the winner of this game will face Mountain Grove.
We know
at
that.
Mountain Grove.
That's right. Yep.
And before we get started, though, Rick, we do want to tell folks that in Missouri, good sportsmanship is a high school tradition. Whether it's here or on the road, balls or strikes, fouls or fair, make our school, our community, and our students proud by displaying positive sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship and positive citizenship are vital in the development of good citizens and good students. Salem High School and all of us here at KSMO Media gladly welcome the challenge of being a leader in sportsmanship and in continuing a proud tradition. Well, if you are video streaming with us, Buffalo Bison are in white. They have their red trim around their black numbers. Salem Tigers will be in their Carolina blue jerseys with navy blue pants and navy blue helmets, white lettering and numbers on the top. Nicholas Freeman is one of the deep men. Also back there, number 27, and that is Trey Haven. And Ricky, I think it's number 5. It's Meyer Abraham.
Okay.
On the far side. They put 3 guys deep. We'll land the kick off, and district football is about ready to begin on this Halloween night. Thanks for joining us as the kick comes down and will be taken by the Bison at about their 15-yard line and getting hit right at 25, trying to move up on that return was number 27, and that is Trey Avon.
Yeah. He was brought down there, stand by number 45. Gavin Sapaw brought him down there.
Gavin Sapaw. You'll hear his name a lot. If you're just new to Salem Tiger football, Gavin's one of those guys that does a whole bunch.
He does a lot. Yeah.
Now, we do have a lot of receivers in the pattern for the Bison, and one of those receivers, Mr. Blair Abraham, stands 6'8", on number 5. You're not going to miss him very often.
No.
Isaiah Young is our quarterback. In motion, and first handoff comes around and trying to get to the outside. We're number 26, Matthew Skinner, and he'll pick up about 3 going off the right tackle. Be second down and still about 7. Bison come in with 2 wins in the regular season. Salem had 3.
Yep. Salem coming off the big win at Kabul last week.
Right. Young goes back, play clock down to 18, so they still got plenty of time.
Yep.
Again, 4 receivers in the pattern, 2 by 2. Long snap count. That's what he wants to throw. Looking downfield, he's going to run the ball instead. Takes off. He gets the first down and more across the 40. Still on his feet to the 45-yard line and gets pushed near the Salem Tiger bench. That'll be a gain of almost 15 yards, Rick.
Okay.
Call it 14. And a first down.
Nice run, Stan.
They cleared that out with the 2 receivers going deep. And Young just took off as that whole entire right side
was wide open. In the backfield, Nicholas Freeman with Young. I'm sorry, gives that ball off to the runner. That's not Freeman. I'm sorry, I had the wrong number. And getting tackled after a gain of about 3, almost 4.
That was Owen Phillips.
That was Owen Phillips, right.
Yeah, gotcha. Got a flag in the backfield, Stan.
Yes, I saw that
You
come
see
down,
it?
Rick. A late flag and it's holding against the Bison.
It's like coming from the line of scrimmage, Stan.
Yeah, if it's behind the line or at the line, it goes from the line. If it's in front of the line, it goes from the mark of the gain and the spot of the foul. So a 10-yard penalty, the first penalty of the game, belongs to the Bison. Bring up first and now 20.
Yeah.
Phillips stays in the backfield. Again, 2-by-2 on the receiving core. A lot of times they'll do trips in a single receiver, but right now so far just been that way. Been open, but finding a lot of running room up the middle is Young. He breaks it across the line for a first down, all the way down to about the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 23 yards and a first down for the quarterback. Again, the Salem Tigers are so concerned, I think, about the passing game, Rick. They're dropping off too deep.
Yeah, they're just, like you say, forgetting about the quarterback that he can run the ball, Stan, where everybody's peeling back, and then that opens that whole field up for the quarterback, and Isaiah Young's taking advantage of it right now.
He's looking to throw. He's not looking to run.
Yeah.
But the Tigers have so many guys dropping deep on their 4 receivers that, in all honesty, Rick, they don't have to worry about throwing the ball.
No,
They've got easy pathways. And again, they line up 2-by-2. Young with the long snap count. Gets it, wants to throw quickly, turns. Tigers have a blitz on, and they're going to get him down to the 50. Ball might have come loose.
I think if it did, Stan, we've got it.
Ball might have come loose, Rick. It did, and the Salem Tigers have recovered the fumble. I believe coming up with that ball with the Salem Tigers was Toby Hayes.
I think you're right, Stan. That was a nice job on the pressure there, Stan, by the Salem Tigers. They kind of pinned him in that time, Stan, and he couldn't get out.
So Hayes with a fumble recovery right at midfield. As they came with the blitz this time. And the Tiger offense on the field for the first time. We'll show you those starters in just a moment. Didn't get the defense in yet.
We'll get them.
Yeah. We will. But we'll do the Tiger starters here very shortly. They stay in that double wing formation. They get off to Du Bois, trying to spin his way through, and he'll pick up about 3 as he goes down about the 46-yard line. Let's go ahead and show you those Salem Tiger starters on the offense right now. It is Charlie Terrell at tackle, Titan Shepard at guard, Colton Mink at center, also Titus White at guard. We also have Jonathan Pettigrew at tackle, Silas Du Bois, one of the running backs, Al May the other, and at fullback Brody Ray. The quarterback is Hayden Ragsdale, and Gavin Sapal is your tight end. Max Schlomer, your wide receiver for the Salem Tigers. Second down, we're going to call 7. Tight formation for the Salem Tigers. Get that ball again to Du Bois, who's trying to get to the outside, and the Bison read that one well.
Woo.
They get him for a 4, maybe almost a 5-yard loss. I think back on the Salem side of the 50, or right on the 50-yard line. So a 4-yard loss, make it 3rd and 11. Tigers tried to change it up a little bit there in the backfield, but Du Bois then got caught. The Bison came from the right side on a blitz, and they got that backfield, and there's 3 Bison and 1 blocker. That's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Yeah. The right defensive end stand done a good job on trying to keep Silas to the inside.
May goes wide to the left side. Tigers with 3 guys in the pattern. They flip it outside to Brody Ray. Got some running room. Ray turns up the field, gets down to about the 43. That's a gain of 8. They'll bring up 4th and about 3. I think Salem will be going for this.
I think you're right here. Like I say, I think you're in 4-down territory here for the Salem Tigers. They're going to put him down a little bit further back, Stan. But
that's about the 43, so still a gain of about 7. Still almost 8.
Yeah, I believe.
Almost 8.
Yeah.
About 7.5.
Yeah.
4th down and 3 for the Salem Tigers. A little bit of different formation there with All May kicking wide to the left side. Then they had DuBois still on the wing. Tight end split out, and then they had Schulmer wide to the right.
10 on the play clock, Stan.
Yeah, they're going to have to hustle on this fourth down play. Salem may have to burn a timeout. They didn't really hustle up to the line.
No, they did not.
Down the play clock and in motion, and now the flag goes down. Boy, the clock is right in front.
Well, they're
of
at 0, and they're offside, Stan, so this is close.
Yeah, they tried to jump it, Rick.
Yep.
And a 5-yard penalty on the Bison.
Well, that was close on the clock, too, Stan. Whew.
So Bison trying to jump that.
Give the Tigers a first down with that.
But as soon as I saw Hayden backing up, I thought, man, that thing's going to click down.
Yeah.
And I didn't see a timeout come from the far sideline. I saw the flag go right at that moment.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Salem Tigers. Ball to 38-yard line. Thank you, Bison, for the first down.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
In motion, DuBois. I'll flip it outside to him. He's got a little bit of running room if he gets to the outside, but he slips down. Looked like he was trying to cut back inside. Coming up trying to cut him off for the Bison was number 22, Joe Wood. And as he came up, Rick, the boys thought about cutting inside. He had the right idea, but
he
lost his footing.
Lost his footing out there.
No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. It is a cool night. There was a lot of dew and frost this morning. A little bit, not a lot of frost, I should say, but a little bit of patchy frost.
Yeah, it was.
Tigers with 2 receivers to the right side. Sapaw in the slot. Brody Ray up on the corner.
Ooh.
And that ball loose, and the Tigers fall on it. Ragsdale had that ball knocked out of his hands. That play was just a mess from the beginning, Rick.
That was ugly, Stan.
I don't know what Hayden was trying to do with that ball. I don't know if he really had a good grip on it the whole time.
I don't think so. I don't think he hardly ever got the snap, Stan.
So DuBois falls on it. So Salem recovers the fumble. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 here at the 41-yard line of the Bison. 5:50 to go in the first quarter. No score. Each team with a fumble, but the Bison lost theirs. The Tigers go back in the double wing. On 3rd and 11, back to throw Ragsdale. Looking down the field, gets some pressure. Turns around and goes high, and it's going to be intercepted at the 24-yard line. Picking that ball off, number 27, Trey Avon, and they give the ball to the Bison on the interception.
It looked like he was trying to get to Silas DuBois out there, Stan, just overthrew that one.
So Avon with the interception at the 24. And the Tigers get the ball right back. Each team with a turnover now, Rick. Ball at the 24-yard line of the Bison. So the Tigers, who got the ball right at midfield, could not really get their offense going very well.
Nope.
Young with that long count. Gets it, keeps it himself up the middle. He dodges one tackler. He's still on his feet to the 30 and across to the 40. Goes down to 41. That's a nice gain of 16 yards and a first down. He just went right up the gut, Rick. Nothing fancy about that.
Yeah, he just looked like he was going to hand that ball off, Stan. He just pulled it straight and took it right straight up the middle.
He had right next to him Skinner, but he just faked it to him. Yep. I guess the Tigers bit a little bit on that, just enough, where Young could find that seam up the gut. 1st and 10, trips to the right. And that ball off up, getting a little bit of running room. Skinner, he's still going.
Wow.
A gain of about 6, maybe 7. Matthew Skinner just went right up that seam, Rick.
Wow.
And a gain up to about the 47-yard line.
Okay.
It'll be a gain of 7. We'll bring up 3rd and just over 3 yards. Not much. 4:35 to go first quarter. No score. Class 3 District 5 football. Every game is your season.
That's right.
Every single game.
This is for all the marbles. You just keep going, Stan. Your season is over.
Oh, Young, they continue to go 3 to the close side here, Rick.
Yeah, they do.
So they be going trips to the left now. See if Young wants to throw it. Nope, he's going to keep it right now. They're having success. Why change? and he's only going to get a yard, maybe. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but I think they're going to spot him down there.
Back at the line.
If they give him anything, it'll be minuscule. So it'll be 3rd down and 3. So the Tigers made some adjustment there, keeping that seam closed. Now they're going to go 2-by-2 again on the pass pattern. 2 in the wing, 2 wide receivers. Skinner, single setback. Isaiah Young takes the snap, looks to throw this time, fires it out, and it's tipped away. I believe, Rick, and I'm not absolutely certain, but I believe that was tipped by Titus White.
Titus White, or like you say, Gavin, both were in there, like you say.
Yeah.
Gavin.
Gavin
got
okay.
it. Yep.
Both of them jumped.
Both
I couldn't tell which one got it.
I couldn't either.
Bring up 4th and a long 3. And it looks like they may go for it. Maybe not.
The big guy, Stan, is going to be the punter.
The big guy. Blair Abraham is back.
You cannot miss him.
No. No, but he's not very deep, Rick.
No, he's
only
not.
about 10
careful
yards
here.
back. 4th and 3. I smell a fake. And legal procedure. Now I don't smell a fake.
Now you don't smell a fake, do you? Yeah.
So a false start called on the Bison. Yeah, as close as he was.
I was kind of sneaking my backs back in there.
He still hasn't backed up that much.
He's not very deep.
No, he's not. He's not even 10 yards back. Really, just about 10. Like 11 yards back. Stab his back. He gets it off, boy. That's pretty close.
Good high kick.
But he does get the ball off high, and it takes a Bison bounce to about the 20-yard line, inside the 20 to about the 19. And that's where Salem will take over 1st and 10 on offense. Well, I always like to thank our friends, Ricky, that make it possible for us to bring you Tiger football, like Denton County Farm Supply with farm fertilizers, mowers, so much more, all locally owned and ready to help you out every single day, Monday through Friday, and even on Saturday, 1716 Senegers Boulevard, Denton County Farm Supply. We're in the first quarter, no score, 3:16 to go. Each team is a turnover. That's first punt of the game. That was by the Bison.
Yep.
Tigers held after that turnover.
That's a good punt, Stan.
It wasn't just a real high punt.
That was a good high punt, yeah.
All right, the Tigers take over. 1st and 10. Back to the double wing. They'll see if they can get something going now on their offense. And trying to find a little bit of running room was Brody Ray, and he'll get 3, 2. Mark his knee down there. Just
all right.
Well, I'm not even sure we're going to mark it there. We'll finally do the 20-yard line, okay?
Yep.
So a gain of just about 2.5. 2nd down and 8. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on KSMO Media, AM 1340, FM 95.7, and audio streaming at KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Again, if you want to watch the video, you'll have to go to Misha.tv, and there is a charge. Handoff to Du Bois, trying to get around that outside. Gets by 1, gets by 2, gets by, well, doesn't quite get by the 3rd guy. He kind of pushed him out of bounds, but very close to the first down, Rick. Not sure he has it.
It's going to be pretty close.
Real close. I don't see any flags down, and they're going to give it to him.
Okay.
Josiah with a gain. We're going to give him 8 and a first down. Second first down for Salem in this contest. 2:20 to go, first quarter. On Halloween evening. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. Hope you're having a good one. Cooler night. A lot of festivities going on in town. Had trunk or treat. Matter of fact, still going on.
Still going on. Yeah.
Salem. All right. In motion, Du Bois. Inside handoff to May. May trying to work his way through. Will edge over the 30-yard line. Going right behind the center. He'll get about 3. And he'll mark his knee right down at the 30, so maybe give him 2, Rick.
Okay, gotcha.
1:45 to go. I want to thank our friends at Salem License Office for being a proud supporter of your Tigers at the Crossroads Shopping Center. Remember, for all your licensing needs, trailers, boats, cars, trucks, whatever, 573-729-8305. The Salem License Office, proud to support your Salem Tigers. In that double wing, Ragsdale under center. Turns to get that on off to May. May with a big hole. Gets to the middle and will pick up about 6. Close to the first down, but he's going to be shy by about a yard or so.
See where they put him down out here, Stan.
They're
going to call it a first down.
Ooh.
We'll take it.
He had to get to the 38. And he's not at the 38. Well, we'll take the first down.
We'll take the first down.
They say
they said it. That's what he said. Yeah.
Well, didn't really need to get to the 38, like 27 and a half.
Then he rolled to
was. Yeah. I guess that's close enough.
Yeah, there we go.
For my angle, and we are at an angle, by
we
the
are.
way.
That's true.
That did not look like enough. But we'll take the first down. Alton May with a good run. Back to throw, find that ball out, and behind the intended receiver, Helenar. Ryan had to dive backwards. That's not the way you want to throw a ball backwards. So guys that dive back, especially in high school football, if you even catch it, your knee's on the ground, you're down.
You're down, yeah.
So not a good pass there by Ragsdale. 45 seconds left to go first quarter. We have no score. Buffalo Bison and Salem Tigers in this Class 3 District 5 game. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt, and the KSMO Media crew. Appreciate you joining us on your Halloween evening. Halloween. Happy Halloween. 2nd and 10. Handoff this time to Paxton Deason, who comes in for a run. He'll pick up about 5. Be 3rd and around 5, maybe a little longer. They're going to spot him back close to the 41, Rick. So gave him 4. 3rd down and still 6. This is not 4-down territory. Clock continues to run. Salem does not have to run a play here in the first quarter if they don't want to.
They don't have to. Yeah.
We're down to 13 seconds left, and play clock's at 17. I might try and draw him offside here, Rick.
Yeah, true.
In motion, decent. Coming the other way, it's May. Trying to get to the outside. He turns the corner to 50. He's got to the 40. May down the sideline, goes out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Nice run. I see no flags down, Rick. Nope. I'll see where they finally spot him.
Okay.
22 yards and a first
22.
down. Wait a minute. 28 yards and a first down.
Okay. Nice block here on the outside stand by number 45.
Tigers in Bison territory as we get ready to start the second quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute with that. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org. Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Welcome back to Bill Schuchart Stadium, Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens and Rick Hoyt with you here, the KSMO Media team. Big run for Mr. Alton May, and basically a touchdown-saving tackle by Trey Avon.
True.
Because had he got by him, it was all green on the way down to the end zone.
Yeah, and I was about to say on that too, Stan, was a good block on the outside there by number 45, Gavin Sapal, that opened that outside up and let May get out there.
When you can get that defensive end pitched in, Ricky, there's a lot of room.
A lot of room out there. Yeah.
Take it. Max Slomer comes wide to the left side. The Tigers go back into a double wing formation at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Give it to Brody Ray, and Brody will get down to about the 31 or 32. Depends upon where his knee hit. Looks like closer to the 32.
Okay.
Gain of 2. You know, that's all Salem really wants Brody to do. Get those 2-3 yard gains.
Tough yards.
That's all they want him to do. A lot of people say, well, don't you want that big run? Well, yeah, big runs are great, but you need those short runs sometimes. Got to keep the other team honest.
That's right.
Decent in for Silas Dubois at the time. Looks like they want to come and get in on a blitz, but going around the outside corner is May, and May gets hit hard down low by the 6'8" guy. How does he get underneath Alton May? Anyway, a gain of about 3, maybe 4, down to the 29-yard line. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, 6'8", you had to go underneath the guy that's 5'6".
You'd almost have to be crawling on the ground, huh?
What? Yeah. Blair Abraham, I mean, he had to get low to go underneath him. Good tackle.
It was a good tackle.
Very good tackle.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just amazed that guy could get that low. All right, this is 4-down territory for Salem, so we'll see how they approach this down. 3rd down and still about 5. Decent in motion. Good the other way, though. Trying to cut back against the grain and going for very close to a 1st down. Silas Dubois for the Salem Tigers, and he's got it. That's a gain of 8 and a 1st down for the Salem Tigers. They'll move the ball down to the 23-yard line. I'd like to thank our friends at On the Spot Auto Glass. They do exactly what their name says they do. They change out your auto glass on the spot. You can find out more information by checking them out on Facebook or call 573-247-3608. Proud to support your Tigers on the spot auto glass. 10-10 left to go in the first half. No score. Tigers on the offensive side. They're down to the 25-yard line. Stay in the double wing. And getting a handoff to Brody Ray. And Bray barely got that handoff. I'll tell you what, Ragsdale got hit.
How did he get that ball to him, Stan?
I don't know.
Wow.
But that was close.
Wow.
A gain of about 4, but that handoff was tediously close to being knocked away.
I think, like you say, because Hayden was actually being tackled when he handed that ball off. Wow.
And Brody did a good job of then being able to get 4 yards out of that. That has to throw your timing off when that guy's
He's
there.
right there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, we got 2nd down to us, about 6 to go. Dubois in motion. Ragsdale flip it out to Dubois, who tries to cut back against Gray, breaks the tackle, still on his feet to inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. A nice run all the way from, I want to say about the 19, right?
Yep, 19.
And I think they're going to spot him at the 6. They're going to spot him at the 7.
Okay.
12-yard gain,
yard.
Ricky, and another 1st down. 1st and goal for the Salem Tigers. Key about this is, Ricky, they're taking time off the clock.
Yeah, they're just, like you say, I mean, this is a good Salem drive right here.
1st and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line. Tigers continue their double wing formation. Brody Ray, the fullback. Pass to Decent, left side. Silas Dubois on the right. They'll give it to Decent. Decent trying to cut inside. He's going to get taken down about the 2. Maybe the 3. Had a little bit of a hole, Rick.
We could see the hole. Yeah, he had just a little bit of hole there.
Couldn't quite get through there. He had to kind of wait and hesitate and try to go behind Silas Dubois, but he'll get down to about the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. This almost looks like Brody Ray territory. Play clock down to 18. Tigers from the far hash mark. Stay in the double wing. Ragsdale giving this one to Silas. Silas goes in for the touchdown. Come on, guys, show it.
He's in there. Come on.
He's laying on the ground. 7:49 mark. Silas goes in for the score in the 1st quarter. And the Salem Tigers take a 6-0 lead. Dubois from 3 yards out. And Salem goes on the board first.
Looks like Salem's going to kick the extra point, Stan.
Yeah, Will Land has really been doing a good job and got 3 out of 5 last week.
Yeah. After coming back from the injury, Stan, he picked pretty well last week.
Yes, he did. He's done a yeoman's job. So Will Land will come in for it. Dubois will hold. 7:49 to go in the half. 6-0 Salem. Land trying to tack that extra point on. The snap is back. The kick is up. And the kick looks like it's pushed a little bit, Rick.
No good.
It's no good. Pushed it to the right.
Right to the right, didn't he? Yep.
So the PAT is missed. And we have a 6-0 Salem Tiger lead. Well, Tigers took a nice long drive on that one, Rick, and methodically moved the ball down the field after the punt inside the 20-yard line, an 83-yard drive.
Yep.
That's probably taken, I'm going to guesstimate, about 7 minutes off the clock.
I'd say you're back pretty close. Yep.
That's exactly what Salem wants to do. Hey, our friends at Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center provide us with the great health care that we need. Dr. Ashley Cunningham is a vet for not only your pets, but your livestock as well. Give her a call, 573-729-4031 at 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. And your friends at Legends Auto at 500 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem are proud to support your Tigers. Remember, stop on by and get ready for any season, whether it be winter, spring, summer, or fall. They do it all at Legends Auto, 573-729-2884 at the corner of Highway 3272 and MacArthur here in Salem. Proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers.
Nice job.
Well, thank you, sir. My first day.
Yeah. Our first day on the job, isn't it?
First day after 36 years.
Yeah.
Doing this. Yeah, we're having fun doing it.
Yeah, we're having.
And that's what it's all about. Salem Tigers will kick off. Again, if you're just tuning in on your Mission.TV, the Salem Tigers in their Carolina blue uniforms. That's what it's called, Carolina blue.
Yep.
And navy blue pants with the navy blue uniforms. The Bison are in their white uniforms. They have black numbers outlined in red and black helmets. That way you can tell the two teams apart.
There you go.
We'll land ready to kick it off. And they'll drive it fairly deep.
Whoa.
And going back there and letting that ball go, and it better go in the end zone, and it finally does. As Trey Avon let it go, but if that ball stays in front of him,
he was hoping it would roll in there.
Yeah. It didn't get in by much, but it did. There'll be a touchback. And so the Bison will have the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's the starters for that Salem Tiger defense. Titus White, defensive end. Toby Hayes at tackle. Jane Hicks at nose guard. Ira Barton at defensive end. Also got Casey Malone at linebacker. Drake Smith at linebacker, just a freshman. Gavin Sapaw, your strong safety. Brody Ray, weak safety. Max Schlomer, Silas DuBois, Paxton Deason, all taking care of the backfield.
All right, Stan, here we go.
So we're going to see what Mr. Young has in store for us here on their third possession. He's had a good success running the ball, but wants to throw. Fires that ball out, and it is caught at about the 27-yard line for a gain of 7. And that goes out to Avon.
Trey Avon?
Yeah,
okay.
For 7.
Okay.
Clock continues to run. They haven't even started to play. Just started the play clock, right?
Okay.
Just started it. Well, he had plenty of time to get this one.
True.
Trips to the right. Single receiver off to the left. As Young waits, gets the snap, wants to throw it again very quickly, and does get it out and trying to get the first down, and doing so, number 26. And that's Matthew Skinner. Gain of 4, maybe 5, and I'm not sure where they're going to spot him. Yep, just outside the 30 at the 31. Give them a gain of 4, first down for the Bison. We knew we'd be throwing the ball a lot tonight with what we anticipated. That they haven't really done it in their
they
first
have
two
not.
possessions.
No. That's just third pass of the night, Stan.
Avon goes wide to the left side. And they've got Abraham wide to the right. Back to throw. Young wants to go deep down the sideline for Avon. Avon's out there, but the throw is just a little too far to the inside. Good coverage by Paxton Deason, not allowing him to change his direction.
Yeah, right there with him, Stan.
And I think really the reason why that pass was so far off is the Tigers got back right on the face of Mr. Isaiah Young. He had blue uniforms looking at him very closely.
He had to get rid of that thing, Stan.
So it might have just thrown the timing off there a little bit, Rick. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Avon goes wide to the left side again. Abraham wide to the right. 2 slots. And in motion. And a flag goes down as they get that. We're trying to get that ball off on the inside to Skinner, but flag went down, and it's a false start. And 4 penalties now on The Bison has cost them 25 yards, right?
Yep. That'll cost them 5 right there, Stan.
Yeah. They get second down at 15 with 6:38 to go in the half. 6-0 Salem. A Silas Du Bois 3-yard touchdown run after an 83-yard drive.
Yep.
Very time-consuming drive.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what Salem wanted to do.
True.
All right. Second 15. 4 receivers in the pattern. Back to throw Young. Looking over the middle. Has a man wide open. He's got him for the first down at the 50-yard line, and down the sideline he goes. Trying to cut back against the grain will be number 26, Matthew Skinner, all the way down to the 26-yard line. A well-thrown ball that time, right into Skinner's gut as he got away from the Tiger linebacker who was trying to guard him. Rick, there's not much you can do. He got away from Brody Ray, and nice gain all the way from the 31 to, let's see, they're finally going to set him down where? 27-yard line. So we got 10, 20, 30, 42 yards.
42 yards, okay.
Well, the Bison quickly in Salem Tiger territory. 1st and 10 at the 27. Trips to the left side. Going to throw that ball, getting it out very quickly, and Avon gets it. Gets away from one man, trying to cut back against the grain. Still going, gets it and taken down at about the 24-yard line. He gave up some valuable yardage when he came back. He got down to near the 20 after bobbling this ball, made a heck of a catch.
Yeah.
And then he turned around, got down to near the 20, and then backpedaled to get back. And the Tigers, they got him down about the 24. So a gain of about 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Abraham wide to the right side. Avon again goes wide to the left. Trips to the right again. And this time keeping it himself is Young up the middle. He's had some success running. He gets about 2. Down to near the 20. Malone brings him down there, Rick. A good tackle by Cason. Brings up 3rd and about 4. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half. 6-0 Salem. Only touchdown coming so far, the 7:49 mark of that second quarter. Third and 4. Young with a long count, wants to throw, rolls to his right. He may run it out here. Turns the corner, now fires it toward the end zone, but he throws it behind Abraham. I'm assuming that's who he was throwing the ball for. It might have been intended out there for Skinner, but if he did, he threw it on way to the inside of Skinner, closer to Abraham. I'm
kind of surprised he didn't put that ball up in the corner behind there, stand for the big 6'8" guy. I would go to him, stand and try to get the ball up.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rick. Yeah. I mean,
let him out jump. There's nobody that Salem Tigers can defend him, so put the ball up and let him go get it.
And if he has a vertical jump of any kind, it's going to be
impossible. It'd be almost impossible for Salem Tigers to defend that.
Well, it's 4th down now. It'll be a big stand here for the Tiger defense if they can hold. Just again started the play clock, Rick. This is crazy. Young back to throw, looking, fires it down deep in the end zone, and it is overthrown. Intended out there for, looks like Skinner, and the Tiger defense holds. Well, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Skinner got behind the defender, but he ran out of end zone, and he overthrew him, and the Tiger defense holds on, and they'll take over at their own 21-yard line. Well, we said this kid can throw.
Yeah, he can
throw.
He can put the ball up.
He can definitely throw the ball. 4:35 to go in the half. Tigers will try and probably, if they can, use the rest of this time and try and go score.
Yep.
And leave very little time on the clock in the half. Let's see what they want to do. Schlomer goes wide to the left side. Tigers stay in their double wing. In motion goes Du Bois. This time they'll hand it off to Paxton. Deesa going the other way, trying to get around the outside, and Paxton will get about 4, maybe 5. Depends on the spot.
Whoa, flag come in late, Stan.
I was just going to say, I don't know what happened there.
I didn't either. I didn't see it. I was looking.
I kind of took the binoculars down, and
then
flag came out. Still looking for a signal somewhere. Still looking for the signal. They're talking to Salem.
Horse collar? I'm thinking of horse collar, Stan. I'm thinking of horse collar. I'm thinking.
Well,
I couldn't see from where our angle. Personal foul. And against.
It's against both teams. No. I'm not sure that's sign, Rick. It looked like a horse collar, but he didn't pull on the horse collar. It may have been illegal block toward the head, I have to think. Wow. It's going to cost Salem 10. It'll bring up 1st and 10, so that takes that run off the board.
Yeah.
The Tigers' first penalty, Rick.
They're going to say the down count, Stan.
Yeah, I think it occurred after the.
Must have been after the.
Maybe it's a 15-yard penalty.
Okay.
Well. Trying to flip it outside to Du Bois. He's got running room. A heck of a tackle made there by Avon. He got it up and lifted him up for a gain of only a yard. Wow, that's a heck of a tackle. That looked like it had a long run written all over it. It's a spot penalty, Ricky. It was 10 yards. The flag was thrown at 2 yards into the run.
Okay, so going to give him 2?
Yeah.
Give Paxton 2?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Okay. Yeah, I just realized I stayed on it, yeah.
All right. 3rd down, though, and still about 18 with 3:30 to go. This is a big play here before the half. Du Bois in motion. Again, they give it off to Paxton. Decent's got some running room in the blocker in front of him. Turns the corner. Paxton still on his feet, gets a first down and more out to the 40-yard line or near it. He may have run out of bounds prior to the 40. All the way back from the 17, and they'll spot him where? They're going to put him down. 35? 36?
Like 35, Sam.
18-yard gain and a first down for the Salem Tigers. Heck of a run by Paxton Decent.
Nice run. Got him out of the hole, got a first down, Stan, and 3 minutes on the clock and still rolling.
Had Silas moving in motion to the left, and then you gave it off to Decent to the right. Tigers got that block on the defensive end, pinched it in, and were able to get that ground to the outside to Paxton, and he turned the corner.
Yep.
Heck of a run. Tigers 1st and 10. Ball right at the 35-yard line of Salem. This one they give to Silas Du Bois. Trying to cut inside. Breaks a tackle. Stiff arms a man down. And gets down to the 40. They'll mark him down to 41. Gain of 6 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Du Bois has to tie his shoe or might be getting a cramp. He might be getting a cramp, Rick.
Yep.
You got a player on Buffalo that also might have a cramp. Silas is going to limp off a little bit. Boy, it's hard to stretch those when you get cramps because they come out.
And it's cold.
It's a little cool. 2:30 left to go in the half. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back as there is an injury on the field, and we'll return right after this on KSMO Media. It's Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Landon Pelch, the injured party. He's off on the sideline, but is still standing. That's good news.
Yep.
2nd down, 4 to go. 2:30 left to go in this first half. Now they start the play clock.
Yep.
As well after that injury. So 2nd down, 4. Ball outside the 40-yard line of the Salem Tigers. Another 15 seconds just tick off.
True.
And that ball outside trying to cut his way through and working very close to a first down.
I think that was
for
Land.
the Salem Tigers. I think it was Will Land.
I think it was. Yeah, I think so.
Land his first run of the night. 8 first downs now for Salem as Land comes in, took his spot in that backfield. Down to 2 minutes left in the half. Tigers got to hustle it up, try and get some more plays in. Bay stays at fullback. Land at left tail. Decent at right tail. And goes a motion. That ball's loose on the ground. Who's going to get it? I don't know who's got that ball.
Paxton
I guess Paxton Decent recovered that ball. Came right out of Ragsdale's hand off the snap. And a timeout called on the field. By whom? Show us. Salem. Yay! 1:36 to go in the half. Timeout called by the Tigers. They lead it 6-0 over the Bisons. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem is having their fall savings sale going on now. K-Seal starting at $9.99 each. Lucas Products starting at $5.99 each. Seafoam starting at $8.99. And Steel Seal Head Gasket Repair starting at $47.99 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Well, thank Jonas Schaefer, American Family Insurance, for that timeout. Don't you know they have discounts for being a good driver, senior discounts, or even bundling? Call Jonah, 573-729-5165. And don't forget about your friends at Jet Tire and Auto, 800 South Park Avenue, providing professional level service for all tires, all makes, brakes, shocks, more. Jet Tire and Auto, 800 South Park Avenue, 573-729-3650. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Close again on halftime. Salem with 6-0 lead with 1:36 to go. Second down. And the handoff, and the Tigers are going to get a yard maybe out of that as Du Bois got swallowed.
Wow. As soon as he got the handoff.
Yeah, there was no room
there. There was nothing there.
I'm not mistaken. Ty Earls might have got the first shot at him. Coming across the field to bring up third down and 10 with 1:15 to go in the half. Tigers hustle up, and they got plenty of time on the time clock and the play clock. But they do need to move if they want to keep this going. Hand off to Du Bois, trying to get outside, cuts inside, now tries to break a tackle, and he's going to lose or a yard or get just back to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's what's going to happen. Okay. Timeout by Salem Tigers with 52 seconds to go. Now they change their mind and say timeout to Buffalo Bison with 52 seconds to go. With a score, Salem 6 and Buffalo nothing. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. Timeout brought to you as a courtesy of Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent in the Crossroads Shopping Center, 1104 South Main Street. Back after this, Tiger football on KSMO.
Check out Country Mart in Salem, where in their bakery you can find a large variety of cakes for all occasions, anytime, and by special order, like anniversary, wedding, and birthday cakes. Country Mart has a full-service deli where breakfast is served daily. They have deli sandwiches that are made while you wait, and they offer daily lunch specials every day. You'll also find a large selection of cheese and deli meats to choose from. It's just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem, Highway 3272 East.
We're getting near halftime. I'd like to thank all those great sponsors we have all season long. Been sponsoring our kickoffs and our timeouts, like Kickoffs, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader, your agent. Remember, if you have questions, get in touch with Willie about any type of insurance. 729-4941 or 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. All right, 52 seconds to go. Bring up fourth down and 10. Bison called timeout to see what they can do here, possibly try and block this kick. Landis back, the snap's a good one. He gets it off, and a good line drive kick. That's going to go over the head of Avon, and now the ball is loose. And I believe Buffalo falls on it at the last second. Wow, good job made there by Skinner to bail out.
He bailed him out, didn't he?
Avon. I don't know if Trey lost it or they just
they
said,
looked
you
at
take
each
it,
other.
I got it.
Yeah, they looked at each other first, and then they thought, well, somebody's going to go get it.
So Skinner jumps on the 6-yard line. And that's where they'll mark it down. First and 10 for Buffalo with 42 seconds to go in the half. Salem leads it 6-0. That was close. That'd have been a gift.
That was close, yeah.
That'd have been a heck of a gift. All right, trips to the right. Snap is back to throw in the end zone, and getting a little bit of pressure, firing deep down the sideline, and a flag's going to probably go down. It does.
It does.
Tigers intercepted decent. But a flag's going to go down on the interference to Avon with 31 seconds to go. Thank God it's not a spot foul.
True. That's true.
Flag went down. It'll be a 15-yard penalty and first down for the Bison at the 21-yard line. So it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Often talk to high school coaches, and they say they hate penalties. I said, yeah, if it's a touchdown or a 15-yarder from the line of scrimmage, what do you want to take?
Yeah, I'll take the pass interference, but it's going to be completed.
It's not going to be a spot foul. You're not going to lose 48 yards or 50 yards. It's going to be 15 and a first down. A heck of a lot better than 6 points.
True.
And really, that was, I don't believe, was pass interference as far as intentional.
No.
I think most of it really was just that Avon ran into one of the Tiger players who kind of stopped when he saw the ball being short thrown. All right. Young back. I'm sure he'll throw. He rolls to his left. Looking, fires it out and completes that pass to the guy who has a shadow that's 7 feet tall, Mr. Blair Abraham. A gain of 6, maybe 7, and bring up 2nd and 4 with 24 seconds to go. He did the right thing, stepping out of bounds. Each team with 2 timeouts left, though. Trips to the right.
Well, that young man's tall, Stan.
I'm telling you what, look at the shadow. That's what I'm saying. I can see the shadow on the field. It's huge.
Golly.
Scary, but huge. Young is digging in the backfield. He rolls to his right, fires that ball out, and intended it for the 6'8" Abraham, but he overthrew him, and that's hard to do.
That'd be hard to do, but he did. Wow.
He just planted out around the 38-yard line, and Young just airmailed it. I'll bring up 3rd down and 4 with 19 seconds left. Yeah, he was wide open.
He was. Just another one of those, like you say, Stan, just get about 10 and get out of bounds. Yeah.
Well, Young tried to throw it on the run. Maybe he just kind of caught it in between steps, though, Ricky. But
yeah,
I tell you what, though, that was an easily made pass.
Yeah, that should have been. That was an easy
15 and 20-yard gain. Yeah, because there's not a Tiger around him.
No.
Well, 2-by-2 on the receiving pattern. 19 seconds to go. 3rd and 4. Young wants to fire down the middle. He does. Tipped and incomplete. Intended again for Abraham. That one a little bit in front of him.
Yeah. Got a hand on it, didn't he, Stan?
He did. It was a little bit high and a little bit in front of him.
Yeah.
Even at 6'8", you can't reach some of those.
No.
So now it's 4th down and 4 with 14 seconds left. Are they going to go for it?
He's thinking.
I know he's thinking.
He's thinking.
They're leaving him out there.
I think he's going to go, Stan.
He's leaving him out there. Well, you got to lose, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
What do you got to lose? You're only going to give Salem about, if at all, about 6 seconds, if that happens.
True.
Well, let's see. And they could run it. They could pass it. It's only 4 yards. They're going to run it. And trying to get outside and get the first down. He does get the first down and more out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 10. And that'll be a first down, but then the clock's going to run out.
They're going to call timeout with 8 seconds to go, Stan?
It does appear that way.
Okay.
So the first down on the run by Young of 10 yards. And with 8 seconds left, Bison burn a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back. Timeout brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonas Schaefer, proud to support your casino night tomorrow night here in Salem. We'll come back in 30 seconds. It's Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Every day we share personal information, like when you write a check, apply for a credit card, or even make a call on a cell phone. And the Bank of Salem wants to pass on some tips on how to protect yourself from identity theft. Don't carry around more checks, credit cards, or identification information than you really need in your wallet. Make sure you always safely store those items and other important documents. Plus, you should always choose passwords and PIN numbers that will be tough for someone to figure out. These tips are brought to you by the Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Well, we welcome you back to probably the last play before the first half. They could get into, maybe.
You could do a quick 10 and out here, Stan. Yep.
But you're going to have to go deep to try and get something done. And Young can throw it there. So Young, 5'10", junior, At quarterback, we've seen his arm already. He's got a 2x2 on the receiving pattern. Goes back to throw. Now a lot of pressure by Salem, and he does throw deep, and the ball is tipped and knocked away nicely
Nice job.
by
Nice job.
Silas DuBois.
Hurt, Stan.
He went up and knocked that ball away from the intended receiver, who is down on the ground, and I believe that's the 6'8".
It is, Stan. Yep.
Abraham.
Come down on that shoulder, Stan, a little bit.
Exactly,
Did you
Ricky.
see
He
the same
came down
thing?
awkwardly. And a heck of a play, though, by Silas DuBois.
Silas got up and knocked that one away from you, Stan.
With still 2 seconds left. And we hate to see any player go down.
No.
He landed awkwardly and hopefully didn't dislocate that shoulder, Ricky. I'd hate to see that
He
happen.
hit pretty hard on that shoulder. You're right, Stan.
Well,
we hope everything's okay.
Well, they're attending to this young man. We do want to tell you the Technology Junkyard is proud to support your Salem Tigers out on Highway 72 North. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. You can give them a call, 573-453-0418. Chris has some incredible values out there in refurbished electronics, monitors. I mean, tell you, super prices. If you have not been out there, I highly recommend it. Repair service for your TV and computer, recycling, and, again, that refurbished services you don't find very many places. It's Technology Junkyard, 37228 Highway 72 in Salem. Check him out come Monday through Friday. Well, Abraham's going to check out, obviously. The pass is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So he'll be out for this final play of the half. He's a long, lanky kid, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he come down pretty hard on that shoulder, Stan. You're right.
Yeah, he came down on that left shoulder, and Silas went up, and he just batted out between the hands of this young man.
Yep.
So good job by Silas to time that and then come over the top. And obviously when he did, his momentum pushed him toward that left shoulder.
Just turned and down he went. Yep. All right,
so we're going to see
2 seconds.
A bunch of laterals here, Ricky. A pass,
We could go to hook and ladder and all that stuff.
Oh, I'm telling you what. Or fire it all the way across the field. Who knows?
That's right.
You never see those things sometimes in the regular season, but in playoff games, you never know, and that timeout's going to be called here with 2 seconds left by the Bison and their head coach, Ed Phillips. We have a 6-0 Salem Tiger lead. 2 seconds left in the half. We will take a 30-second break and return. Your timeout's brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent. And you can call them 729-5165. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger football and KSMO Media.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
All right, 2nd down, 10.
He tried to go back in.
Yeah, you can't. Even if you call a timeout,
yeah, they told him no.
Now, if they'd have called timeout before they took the injury timeout,
yeah,
that'd have been different. All right, Young back. 2nd and 10. He wants to run the ball, tries to fire it out, and does. And a heck of a catch by Skinner. Still on his feet, goes down at the 33-yard line. What a one-handed catch.
Wow.
By Skinner. And that's a first down, and a gain of, 34-yard line is what I'm going to spot him, Rick. That's a 23-yard throw, but unfortunately for Buffalo, that comes at the end of the first half. It is a dandy ball game. It's a lot closer than I think people would have thought, as both of these teams have offenses that have struggled a little bit. But right now, it's a 6-0 Salem Tiger lead as we go to halftime. Well, Rick, when you take a look at this game, it is district football. We talk about a brand new season. Each of these teams have no record. Nope. It's 0-0.
0-0.
What they've done in the past is all in the past. And now it's you win, you go on. And the winner of this contest would go to Mountain Grove next Friday night. Yeah, Michigan can't change that one. Nope. That's already set.
That's already set.
Yeah,
right.
but Michigan can't change that. So the winner of this game will be at Mountain Grove next Friday night at 7 o'clock. Now, we do want to tell you that the playoffs started last night, actually, at St. James, where they've defeated Stratford by a score of 29-7. And Clever is going to be taking on Pleasant Hope tonight. Pleasant Hope, I don't think they don't have a win all season
No,
long, right?
they're
So anyway, they're kind of a new program, and I don't think Clever's going to have a big problem with them. They only I think Pleasant Hope only scored like 32 points all year long.
Yeah.
So I think Clever's going to probably win that game, and so those two teams will match up. And if, as it should be, Clever should host that game. However, there could be one of those Misha Magics that pops up. So I won't say that they will not be at St. James, but if Clever does win, it should be at Clever. But we'll hold that for another day. And
that is true. That is true.
We are at halftime, 6-0 Salem Tigers. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We're going to come back, and we'll give you some stats for this first half. But before we run off, I want to remind everybody just how important it really is to support your students. There's a number of great reasons for that, because our school is one of the best in the state. We've proven it with our teams on the field, and with or without classroom performances that you see all the time, because people don't get a chance to go to the classroom.
Yep.
We know that we, as spectators to this game, are kind of seeing a reflection of what we see not only at the school during school, but at the school after school.
Yep.
And to help continue a proud tradition that we show here at Salem by good sportsmanship, let's make our visitors feel welcome.
Yep.
Give our officials the respect they deserve. They do a tremendous job. It's difficult out there. And being one of the state's best schools is not easy, but with fans like ours, well, we really do appreciate your efforts of being a good sportsman. Our proud tradition here at Salem continues right now for this game and many more games to come, and through the entire seasons with winter season and spring season still coming up. Thank you for being part of our broadcast. And again, KSMO Media and everyone at Salem High School proudly supports your Misha broadcast here tonight and the playing of our Class 3 District 5 game here in Salem. So again, message brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Media.
There you go.
Thank you. And again, without the fans, without the people, without the practice, without the parents, without the teachers, without the coaches, Rick, it's nothing.
That's nothing.
It's nothing. It's an effort put together by everybody you see on this field and even the people off this field. Including your public address announcers, your radio announcers, your filmers, everybody.
Takes a big group, Stan.
Even the guy doing the camera work in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
He's a hard worker.
He is. He's a slack. Anyway, nonetheless, but we appreciate everybody that does enjoy the contest right here on KSMO Media. Let's take that 3-minute break and come back. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free. Townscreen in Salem and Houston is a very effective way to get your message out to the public, courtesy of their vertical screens in high-traffic areas in both towns. Your ad, flyer, or even video can be displayed for as little as $15 per week, with monthly and yearly rates available. You'll also find Townscreen on display at the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the Townscreen staff. To find out more, go online at townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. Townscreen.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Welcome back, Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. Salem Tigers have a 6-0 lead on the Buffalo Bison. Rick, both teams have shown good sparks of offense. Buffalo had some success running the ball early. Kind of got away from that, went back to the pass, which we thought they would be doing a lot more. Yeah. And they've had some success passing. A heck of a catch there, that last catch by Skinner, reaching out, got that ball on the tip end of his hand, and brought it back in. You know, that kind of scared me because you got to tackle him before the goal line.
We got to get him down here sometimes.
Get him down. I don't care if it's a 2-inch line. I don't care.
Yeah, Silas kind of come over and finally said, enough of this, knock him down. Yeah.
But it definitely was a heck of a pass made by Young, and he's had I won't say a tremendous night passing, but he's missed some wide open guys, Rick. And I think that's one of the things when I watch. He's a junior, but he's got a great arm. Yeah. I think sometimes, maybe he's trying to show it off a little bit. But I'll tell you what, as hard as he can throw the ball and as far as he can throw the ball, I mean, he has every right to try and show it off a little. But you got to be able to put the ball on the numbers. Yeah, and I think a few overthrown passes he did to Abraham. Yeah. 6'8" guy. I mean, come on.
You're overthrowing him.
That's got to be tough to overthrow. I mean, that's a big target.
That's a big target. And like you say, he can get off the ground because I've seen him get off the ground on that one there. So that ball was way overthrown. Yeah.
And the only reason I say that's on when he's not being rushed. I get it when you got somebody in your face. Yeah. But I've been pretty impressed with him. He runs the ball pretty well. Yeah. He throws the ball very well. Yeah. But just accuracy, and I think that's the biggest thing. And he could be a force next year. I'll tell you what, he's definitely got some decent receivers out there. But now Abraham is a senior, so he's going to be gone, and you hate to see it, but you got that Avon boy's going to be back. He's just a junior, so I mean they still got some quality guys out there, and they got other receivers in the pattern too. And of course we talked about Skinner's catch, and he's a senior, but boy. Talk about some nice plays. Let's talk about Salem Tigers with some nice running. Actually, an 83-yard drive, the only drive that scored in this game, Rick. Yep. But both teams early on looked like they were a little bit nervous. Yep. Had some mistakes.
Kind of feeling your way through. I think the first of it, Stan. I think we'll kind of come out and see what this second half is going to be. But I think, like you said, I think the first quarter there was kind of trying to get going. Kind of type deal. But and Salem got the drive going, and they got down to got the end zone and got the touchdown by Silas, so it put them up 6-0 here in this first half.
Couple of nice runs, but a long time-consuming drive. We talked to Coach Myers before every game, and he wants to kind of get back to that long-type Salem Tiger punishing kind of drive where your offense for the Salem Tigers is on the field a lot, and the defense doesn't have to play that much. And then the other team, if you take that ball 83 yards and score, now they've got to feel they've got to respond. And if your defense can step up and shut them down, kind of like Tigers did tonight against Buffalo, if they can shut them down, you got an opportunity. I will give Buffalo credit. Salem shut them down, got the punt, but then Buffalo shut down the Salem Tigers, which had pretty good field position, actually, to try and go that last 4:45. Rick had time to get down to the end zone, but they shut them down, and the Tigers had to punt it back to them to give them another opportunity. And, of course, they made, they got a pass interference call, but they also made a couple of nice catches on the side. So, you take the game for what it's worth. But you see what Buffalo could do.
Yeah.
You can't sit back on a 6-0 lead.
No, you cannot.
Not with this team.
Not with this team, like you say, because they can. They're going to. I'm sure they're going to air it out again. And it wouldn't surprise me, Stan, if you don't see Buffalo kind of go back in the second half as kind of letting Young either be able to run the ball or throw the ball to give him his choice. Because, like I say, he was their leading rusher going, in the first half, along with the passing. But, he made some good decisions, I thought, back there, Stan, by just taking off.
Well, speaking of that, let's talk about some of those stats in the first half, Ricky. You talked about him being the leading rusher. He had some very nice, looks like designated runs. I mean, they look like they were planned. And he just got the ball snapped right to him, and he would just find a seam somewhere between the guards and the tackles, it looked like, and he would be able to net himself out. Pretty nice game.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. And and he had 6 carries in that first half, Stan. And if you look at his stats, his 4 of those carry stands was over 10 yards. I mean, so he ended up with 6 carries for 66 yards in that first half. And Matthew Skinner Stan had a couple of carries for 10 yards. So they had 76 yards on the ground.
They really didn't run the ball much in their last 2 possessions, obviously, but they did run it early on. Then they came out and they didn't run it. And it was kind of. I mean, you don't have to do it all one way or all the other, but it just looked like they were more committed to the run early on and now more committed to the pass as the game has gone on.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about they had 8 first downs, 1 turnover. That was a fumble by the quarterback out at right at midfield, actually. Gave Salem an excellent chance for field position, but they were unable to take advantage of that. And then the penalties. 4 penalties for 25 yards.
Wow. And we'll also add a little bit to Isaiah Youngstand. Also, he put the ball up 13 times. He completed 6 of those passes for 87 yards in his first half.
And that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
And like you say, he had a few overthrows there that could have tacked onto that much more.
And let's talk about 2 of the penalties, Rick. I mean, the very first penalty they got for offside, with the play clock running down, they tried to jump the clock. And they went offside and gave Salem a first down. And that was early on in the game, which gave Salem a chance then to move the ball a little bit farther and hold on to it a little bit more. So, it could have been 3 and out for Salem after that fumble.
After that.
And instead, they got a second opportunity with that offside. So some of those penalties, they don't look like much. They're only 5 yards, but when you get them.
Boy, it's where you get them and where you get them out on the field, Stan. That's the kicker right there.
Anyway, that definitely really helped the Salem Tigers keep their offense out there a little bit longer, gave the defense a chance to take a little break. And when we take a look at the Salem Tigers side, Rick, Salem only got 6 points in the first half, but I thought their offense actually had a pretty good first half.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. We'll start out with the leading carry tonight for Salem Tigers is going to be Alton May. He's got 4 carries for 41 yards. Silas DuBois got 12 carries for 34 yards. The Paxton Decent Stan come in. He had 5 carries for 27 yards. Brody Ray had 4 carries for 16 yards. And Will Lanstan come in and had 1 carry for 5 yards. So Salem ended up with 123 yards rushing in this first half.
We didn't complete a pass, though.
Nope. He completed 1.
Yeah, but wrong team.
It's the wrong team. There you go.
Didn't complete a pass. And we throw 3 times?
Yep. 2 times.
2 times.
Yep.
So 2 times.
So
1 interception, and the other pass was thrown low and behind Schlomer, I believe.
Yep.
Trying to just throw it out very quickly, and that was not a well-thrown ball at all. But, yeah, Hayden did throw the interception and a real good pick and keeping his feet in bound by Trey Avon.
Yep.
And that was right after the fumble,
yep.
by the way.
Yep.
So they all came back to Buffalo at the 24-yard line. So, you got a turnover on each side. You got Salem with 8 first downs. You got Salem with a couple of penalties for 25 yards, including, I believe, illegal block to the head. I think that's what that is.
Something we could. I'd say he didn't throw pull, so I'm assuming it wasn't, like you say, a horse collar.
It wasn't a horse collar.
Yep.
But I don't believe. But it was 15. It was a 10-yard penalty, so it wasn't obviously a horse collar. It wasn't 15 yards.
No.
Anyhow, 123 yards total, but 163. And if you take a look at that 163, a little bit misgiving because the last 32 yards were on a play that wasn't going to do anything. You got nice gain up the middle, a nice, beautiful catch.
True.
But, I mean, it pads the stats, but it's not going to provide you with any kind of great return.
True.
Because it's done with 2 seconds left on the clock. True. And you're going to run out of time. All right, we are at halftime. Speaking of time, I want to remind our friends out there that we are on radio or audio only. I shouldn't say on radio only. We are on radio, but we also are streaming it on our KSMO media sites, which is KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. This game is on Misha.tv. That's MSHSAA.tv, and there is a paywall. So if you want to stream the game, you can join it now. You can watch it. It will cost you some money, but you can watch the game. And with 5:54 left to go in our halftime break, if you want to watch the second half, you're more than welcome to do so. However, again, there is a paywall. So there's no free TV for this one, or free video, I should say, not free TV, but free video for this one, but it's all audio. So at KSMO Radio AM 1340 and FM 95.7, or streaming on our sites, KSMOradio.com, which is Twitch, KSMO Stream Facebook, which obviously is Facebook, and KSMO YouTube page, all just audio for this game tonight. Misha holds the right.
We don't have no control over that.
But we still video stream it for the convenience of those who want to pay and want to see it, and we appreciate those who do. We don't think we make a lot of money on it. We don't. We make like $2 per person. It's not about the money. It's about providing the service to the fans of Salem Tiger football. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
All righty, we are at halftime. We do want to tell everybody our halftime show is brought to you by United Country Salem Realty. Babette Wells is the broker and owner, and if you need some property or you're wanting to sell your property, feel free to get in touch with Babette or any of her staff at 605 South Main. You can call 573-729-3148. United Country Salem Realty sponsoring our halftime statistics right here in Salem. And, of course, we thank them for sponsoring that all season long. We do really thank our great sponsors. Also, while we have just a moment, want to tell people that Discount Bins at 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem has some incredible treasures waiting for you. If you've not been down there before or haven't been down there in quite a while, I would highly recommend head down. They just restocked it Thursday.
Yeah.
And then come Friday, it's pretty full. But come Saturday, it's still pretty full. And you get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper as the time goes on. Each day. An incredible treasure trove of unbelievable deals and Discount Bins. Just drop on by and check it out. 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard, or give them a call, 573-543-2113. We are at halftime. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back, get ready for the second half. Salem Tigers lead this one 6-0. We'll also give you the scoring in this contest when we return on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
I won't give you the score. That's the wrong score. I won't give you the wrong.
And welcome back to the Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. As promised, we're going to give you the scoring in this one, and there wasn't a heck of a lot. If you look back on this game, we had one score, and that is the culmination of an 83-yard Salem Tiger offensive drive, and probably one of the, if not the best drive they've had all year. They had a couple of good ones in the season, a couple against Willow Springs, and definitely had some nice drives against Lynn early on in the year, and was really impressed. Well, obviously with the game at Kabul, we had some nice drives, but Rick, there was no big runs in this drive. It took a long time. We're thinking about 7.5 minutes of clock, if not maybe a little bit more, and the Tigers get the only score of the first half, 6-0 on a 3-yard run by Silas DuBois. But it took everybody to get it down there. We had a lot of 5-yard runs. Brody Ray, a lot of 2- and 3-yard runs. We had Alton May contributing. We had also Paxton Decent coming in. Yep. Everybody seemed to have a little piece in that one.
Let me have a little piece in this action.
And the Tigers just methodically moved down the field.
Yep.
Helped by a couple of penalties.
That's true, too. Yep.
But when that's the only scoring you get was on a long drive like that, obviously the defense for Buffalo on the field that whole time. And, it's a lot more fun to play offense sometimes than it is to play defense, and especially when somebody's inching you to death.
Sure.
They say death by 1,000 cuts, and that's kind of the way it was. It was just the Tigers pounding it out. And, Rick, you and I have seen enough Salem Tiger football in the past. We've seen the long runs, the 80-yard touchdown runs. We've seen the long drives like that before when we used to have, Joe Harris and those guys and Minster and all the guys, the Schucharts, the Keefs, and everybody used to just grind it all out. Man, we had Blairs. I mean, all these guys would just hit the line hard, get 2, 3, 4 yards. Yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Just keep moving the line back.
And you're right. I mean, that's when they hit the line, they was at full tilt, and when they hit you, they hit you.
Yeah. You had some bricks hitting you. There's no doubt about it. And so, for all those from the years gone by to remember that, Tigers had fast guys. You had, guys like Robbie Owen and
David McEwen
and guys like that, and Nash. And, we had some fast guys out there, but we also had those beaters.
Yeah, we did. They took a pounding. They give a pounding too.
Yeah, but I mean, and I think some guys like Joe Harris liked it.
Oh yeah,
he liked getting hit. He liked to hit.
Keep feeding me. Yeah.
Again, it'll be the Salem Tigers getting a kickoff to start the second half. They deferred.
Yep.
And so we'll see if their offense can get things started out right away as we get ready for the kickoff. Brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader is your agent right here in Salem. Remember, if you have questions about the right types of insurance, we all have insurance. Sure we do. But do you have a boat? Do you have a barn? Do you have a hunting shack?
Maybe it's a cabin out there somewhere.
Maybe a cabin.
Yeah.
Get in touch with Willie. He can help. Give him a call, 573-729-4941. And got to start talking about those hunting cabins because it's getting real close.
Yeah, that's
1414 West City Grove Boulevard. Willie Strader and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Very well.
All right.
Second half football left here, baby. For one of these teams, Stan.
One half left. Salem Tigers will receive, as we mentioned.
We got too many ties out there, Stan. He got off.
You can put as many out there as you want. I think that's a new rule.
You can sneak them in and out.
I think so. I think so.
All right,
Looks
Stan.
like Deason's out there. I think Silas might be out there as well.
Okay.
And they're going to have a monster band. Mr. Abraham kicking it off. He's a tall dude. Short kick. Comes down in the hands of Deason. Deason gets hit, taken down to 32-yard line. That's a heck of a play.
Wow.
Coming right up the gut. And I mean to tell you, what a heck of a tackle. That was Conard.
Will Conrad.
I mean,
yeah. Conrad? Yeah.
I think it's Conard.
Conard? Yeah.
Will,
nice job, didn't he?
He cut right
Where'd he
through
come
there.
from? Wow.
Right up the middle.
Wow.
And he got Deason as he was cutting across and took him down.
I looked like Deason had a pretty good wall out there standing, like you say. Conard he blew that up real quick.
I'll tell you what, he found the crack in the wall,
didn't he?
Wow,
Yeah.
he was through there.
Nice job.
That little leak caused Deason a little pop.
Yeah.
Tigers come out 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Only 15 seconds left on the play clock, so they're going to have to hustle up a little bit.
Yep.
As Ragsdale goes under center. Gives us one to Alton May. Alton's trying to find a little bit of running room. He's going to get a couple, maybe three. I think they might spot him down right at the 35. Going off the right side. Young brings him down. It'll be 2nd and 7. Buffalo has, for the most part, it looks like they've been playing a 3-4.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I see him put 5 on the
every
line,
once in a while, like you say, they'll crowd the line of scrimmage.
But those linebackers aren't afraid to blitz either.
No, they aren't.
We've seen that happen a couple of times. 2nd down, 7. Play clock under 8. Flipping it outside to Du Bois. He's trying to break that corner. Cuts through 2 guys. He's in the 40 and the 50. It's a foot race down the sideline. Du Bois trying to cut back against the grain. Gets taken down at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Salem Tigers. No flags down on that one from the 35. I'll see where they're going to spot him, Rick.
Okay.
It looks like the 14-yard line. That is, 15, 35. That is 52 yards.
52 yards, yeah.
And a 1st down.
Wow. Nice run, Stan. I thought he might have had a chance, Stan, if he didn't try to cut that back, just take it on down the outside. But he thought he could cut it back and get back in there. But that was a nice run by Silas.
Silas going to go take a breather. He's
somebody else go out
a little bit.
Yeah, somebody take a break. I'm going to take one.
Yeah, he needs to get a little air.
Yeah.
Alton May backs to Deason in the wings. Brody Ray right up the gut as the fullback, and he'll get the ball. Brody trying to cut through, still on his feet, gets to the 10. Nice run by Brody Ray for almost 5 yards, Rick.
Okay. Put him down at the 9 stand.
The one guy spotted him at the 9. I think they might shift him back a little bit toward the 10. No, they're down to the 9.
Okay, I'll give him
5.
Yep.
We have seen them kind of spot him where their knee goes down, not where the ball is.
Yep.
So sometimes I kind of wonder. Sometimes they spot them where they go down, they dive, but sometimes not.
Yep.
All right, 2nd down. We're going to call it 5 for the Salem Tigers. Ball at the 9-yard line. 6-0 Salem. Inside handoff is May, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard.
Maybe a yard? Okay.
Maybe a yard. Yeah, I'll give him one. Make it 3rd down and still about 3.5.
Okay.
Almost 4. We're in the 3rd quarter, just underway. Big 52-yard run by Silas Du Bois.
Yep.
And he made a nice move between 2 would-be tacklers of the Bison.
Yep. Boy, when he split those guys, didn't he?
Split them.
Boom.
Both of them reached out, but you're making an arm tackle on a guy going 25 miles an hour.
He's going to be by you.
3rd and 3, the handoff, and not getting much for the Salem Tigers here is decent. Maybe another yard. It'll bring up 4th and 2.
Flag on the play, Stan. Come out
and
late.
Flag comes late.
Flag come late.
I was going to say, Rick, I didn't see it come out in the
No,
tackle.
it was actually after the play, Stan.
And so it'll be basically to a 4th down after we'll see what the penalty is on. Dead ball foul, personal foul against Salem. That's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt.
Ouch. So the Tigers get hit with a 15-yarder. Rick, they'll put 40 yards in penalties.
I didn't see what happened, Stan. I just seen the flag come out. Yeah. It was kind of right at in the middle of the field. Yeah.
But now it's the play counts, so it makes it 4th down and basically 18.
Yeah. Wow. Big penalty there, Stan.
So 4th down, Tigers will go for it here, but this is not ideal. Well, Land checks in, Mays in, Brody Ray's in. Tigers in a very tight formation with nobody wide. Back to throw, though, is Ragsdale. Got room, decides he wants to run it, trying to stiff arm himself, goes up the middle, gets inside the 10 to the 9, but he's going to be short. He needed to get down to the 4-yard line. So he got back a big chunk of it, Rick, but unfortunately, not enough.
From the 28 down to the 9, Stan?
Yes, sir. A 23 down to the 9.
Or 23
14.
Down. 14, okay.
So Bison will take over 1st and 10. Our defense holds, Rick. A lot of help from a penalty right there. But their defense holds.
Yep.
Good to see Kane Barrett back in after last week when he kind of went out with an injury. But he's in for Silas, I believe, who's still on the sideline, kind of getting massaged on his leg. Quarterback Young takes it up the middle, and he's going to get about 6. We kind of talked about it, Rick. We thought that this might happen. They had success doing this early.
Yeah, they did.
And then they went away from it. It'll be 2nd down and 4. We're in the 3rd quarter, 8:22 and with the clock running, 6-0 Salem, who just missed a golden opportunity.
Yep. Penalty killed that drive.
Penalty hurt big time. And after the play.
Yeah, it was.
So somebody must have given a little extra
Said
pop.
something in there, yeah.
2nd down and 4. Young takes it, hands that ball off, trying to find a little bit of running room to get to the outside and getting very close to the 1st down. Rory number 23 is Owen Phillips.
They're going to put him out at Stan.
That's what I want to know. It looked like about the 17 or 18, which should be enough for a 1st down, but is there a flag down, Rick?
I didn't see anything. No, they're going to mark him down.
No.
Yep,
18.
1st down, yeah. So gain about
6.
6, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, 1st down.
Ball to the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Oh, Daniels going wide to the left. They put 3 receivers to the left side. Again, Young. And the flags go down as they ran out of time.
Yep.
That'll cost them 5. A lot of maneuvering here, Rick. A lot of guys weren't where he wanted them. And I know Abraham was trying to, I think, push one of the guys out a little farther. Go wide, go farther wide.
Yep. Looking on the sideline right now, Stan, and the big wide receivers on the sidelines.
Yeah. McGregor came in for him. He's out there. Where's number 3? And the handoff up the middle. And breaking the tackles, Phillips. He gets across the 20-yard line. Gain of about 4. Tigers got a piece of him. Malone did, but he didn't bring him down. And without that tackle being made, he picks up 4. Well, almost 4.
Yep.
It'll be 2nd down and, let's call it a long 6.
Yep.
3 receivers again to the left side. 1 down far to the right side. That's Avon. Young gets it, wants to throw. He's getting pressure, fires it deep for Avon down the sideline, and incomplete, and a flag's going to go down. As Barrett got tied up with Avon, that's going to cost the Tigers 15 more yards, another 1st down.
Yep.
Barrett pushed off, and then you could kind of tell that was going to happen.
Yeah,
right?
you could see him reaching for it, like you say, as soon as it happens, Stan. He's reaching for the flag. 15 yards.
55 yards now in penalties for Salem. And it'll be another first down for the Bison. Starting out on their own 9-yard line, they've moved the ball now up to the 37 with this penalty. With 6:09 to go third quarter, 6-0 Salem. They line up. Looks like they're a man short, Rick. That's what oh, no, they got a wing out there.
Okay, yeah, he's out there.
Young gets it, trying to go to the right side, looking like he wanted to pitch it, but there's nobody else
there to
out there.
pitch that. Yeah.
A gain of a yard. Decent got out there, and
That might
also
have
out
been
for the Salem
Smith, wasn't
Tigers
it?
was Casey Malone.
Okay.
I think Malone's the one that got him down,
Yeah, I
but
think
Decent
he was
chasing him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was right behind him. Second down, we'll call it 8. Ball over toward the Salem Tiger bench area where he got tackled. The ball on the far hash mark away from us to this Halloween evening. Happy Halloween. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope the kids got a whole bunch of
I do
candy.
too. Yeah. Yeah, they need that sugar.
You betcha. Stay up all night long. Now he gets it, rolls to his right, fires it deep down the field, and that ball is going to be dropped. In the hands. Well, I give good play to Kane. I'd say Kane Berry was right there.
Yeah,
I
he
should
was.
just say dropped. That
Yeah.
was not dropped. Skinner was right there, but after the catch he made it in the middle of the field, Rick, it looked like he should have had that one.
Yeah.
Barrett had his hand in there. Maybe it was enough to deflect it away.
Maybe it's just enough. Yeah.
And I'll give Kane for being right there with him the whole way down.
Yep.
But it's incomplete. He'll bring up 3rd and 8. Heck of a throw, though.
What was, wasn't it?
To Skinner.
Abraham's not come back in as he stands.
He was out there for a minute, and then he came back off.
He hasn't been back in on this
Yeah,
rest of the
so-
drive. Yeah, he tried to go, but maybe he can't.
Yeah, I think he went out there, and I think he came back off.
Yeah.
2-by-2 on the pattern. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Young fires that deep down the middle of the field, and the ball is but intercepted by Barrett. I think he actually overthrew his intended receiver. I do not believe he was trying to get it to Avon.
He had 2 guys in the vicinity, didn't he?
He did. He really did. It looked like he was trying to get it inside. I believe, Rick, to Nicholas Freeman. But
Like he's going to try to punch down.
yeah, he's going to come back in the game. So bring up 4th down and 8. 5:12 left to go in the third quarter. 6-0 Salem.
Yep. Salem ain't got anybody deep.
And a holding call against Bison has been declined.
Yeah, I didn't even see that flag. Did you
I
see
did
that flag
not
go down?
see that flag anywhere. I did not.
Okay,
So Abraham comes in to punt. Salem Tigers aren't buying
They're
it
not buying that, are they?
because Young is still on the field. He's right there. He's a short man. So
Yeah, it could be a direct snap. You're right, Stan.
yeah, 4th and 8. Comes back to him. He does kick it off, but he just squibs that punt. And the ball just runs along the ground to about the 32-yard line. That might be all he can do.
That may be, yeah, because see, he's holding that arm down, Stan.
Yeah, he is. That left shoulder still bothers him
it
for
is.
sure.
It is.
Well, anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Salem Tigers at the 33-yard line. I'll give him a lot of credit. Abraham comes back in. He had to reach up, grab that ball, and snap.
I'm sure
He
that
can't
didn't
do it with
feel
one
very.
hand.
I'm sure that didn't feel very good.
Anyway, he didn't try and overkick it.
No, he
just
didn't.
tried to boot it
Get
out of the way.
there. Yep.
So the Salem Tigers at their own 33-yard line have it 1st and 10. 6-0. They lead it by the only touchdown, a Du Bois touchdown in the second quarter at the 7:44 mark from 3 yards out. And that's it. That's the only scoring in this contest.
Well, Salem wasted a big run there in this second half, didn't they?
They sure did. Sure did. That penalty hurt.
Yeah, it did.
Ryan Hellmar wide to the left side. 1st and 10 for Salem. Giving it to Land. Land trying to get to the outside, but there's nothing out there for him at all. Hauled down. They tried to go across that right side. I believe Avon got him for a gain of only about a yard. Came up, made a nice tackle.
Yeah, he did.
Right around the ankles.
Yeah, he was not going to let him get to the outside, Stan.
2nd and 9. Salem has had some success getting to the outside in this game. Du Bois is on the sideline, Rick. It looks like he wants to come in, but he might not yet be able to. Time the inside handoff to Alton May. Alton breaks a tackle, still on his feet. It's first down and more. Alton to the 45-yard line.
Nice run.
Hauled down from Young from behind, but a first down for the Salem Tigers. That is almost an 18-yard run.
All right.
To the 45-yard line. First down for the Salem Tigers. Well, let's see. Wait a minute, Rick.
About 20, isn't
That's
it? About
20. Yeah, I'm sorry. 22 yards.
Okay.
Excuse me.
That's right.
Sorry, Alton.
Stanley's cutting you short.
I do apologize for that. Mark that first down down.
Yep, first down.
All right, ball right at the 45-yard line. A nice run by Alton May. Decent in there as well. Brody Ray at fullback. He'll get this one. And Brody will just push a couple people forward for a gain of about 3. That's what they want Brody Ray to do.
Yep.
He pushed over Will Kennard.
Kennard.
I'm not sure how to say that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But if you're listening, I'm going to go with Kennard.
Yep.
It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball near hash mark at the 41-yard line. We're in the third quarter with 3:12 left on a cool Halloween night.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Yeah,
cool.
spooky.
Moving forward, Ray gets another handoff, and he'll keep driving, and he goes, goes, and goes.
Yeah.
And gets across the 35 to 33, a gain of 7, and a first down.
Wow. He just pushed.
He might have got a little help from a couple lines in there, too, but
Brody did a lot of that.
A lot of that was on his own.
Yep.
He has bulked up over the summer, I will have to say, Ricky.
He just one guy's hard to bring him down. He gets full speed and gets going.
Wonder if that'll help him in basketball. He'll just go in there and beat people up as he tries to drive the lane, right?
There you go.
Yeah. They may not want to get his way.
Yeah,
He's
get out
a
of his
little
way.
stronger and a little wider than he used to be. All right, just hand off the land, and he's going to
that's
get
not
taken
gonna
down way back. Blitz came in, and they got him for a 3, maybe 4-yard loss.
They blitzed from the backside, Stan.
Came in, and first guy in, number 73, really did a good job. Yeah, maybe it wasn't 73. Maybe it was Bryce Blankenship came through. But I tell you what, had a 7 first number. That's all I could check.
Yep.
But he made a heck of a play to get in there.
Yeah, he did.
And he disrupted everything.
He blew that play up.
Du Bois back in now, Rick. He and takes his spot, and they'll give it to him, trying to get to the outside. He gets back inside. Side still on his feet to the 30, to the 20, to the 5, 10, touchdown, Du Bois. From 38 yards out. Here with 1:36 to go in the third quarter. He cut inside, Rick, and look, the outside was just absolutely clogged. He cut inside, broke a tackle, and then kind of just meandered his way through, slithered, if you might want to say.
Yeah. He said, "I'll see you later." Yeah.
And as he got near the goal line, he slowed down a little bit to kind of taunt.
I've seen that. I thought, don't get a flag there. Yeah, that's right.
But 12-0 Salem Tigers land in for the point after. Du Bois to hold. The snap is high, and he has to take it. Silas trying to run for the outside. Now throws the ball, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, high snap there, Stan.
Yeah.
The extra point will be no good.
No good.
With 1:36 to go here in the half, Stan.
12-0 Salem Tigers here on this Halloween night. And it's always really do appreciate the great work done by all of the KSMO media team. We probably don't give them enough credit, Rick.
Yep.
Or
we
do
don't
we give them too much credit?
I don't know.
Now
What do you think? I don't think we give them enough credit.
These guys do an incredible job of getting everything prepared for the game. And Ben gets over here like 3 hours before the game starts and does a lot of extra work. So, again, tip of our cap to them because these guys, if you're watching the video, these guys make all that happen.
That's right.
We have virtually nothing to do with that. And, again, tip of our cap to them because without those guys, we're not doing that. They're not doing that video like that.
No, they are
not with instant replay and not with scorebugs and
Yeah.
not with all this great stuff that they can do.
Yep.
Hey, Living and Dream Outdoor Properties is a great supporter of your Salem Tigers. Call Jenna Deason at 573-247-0521. She's a land specialist in farm, hunting, and recreational outdoor property sales. So if you're looking for some land to go deer hunting on, give her a call. 573-247-0521. Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, proud to support your Salem Tigers. And also, Quick Tan and More, 24-hour tanning. Do they have a stand-up bed? You can stand up. Yeah, sure. Or you can do the other traditional 6 tanning beds. 405 North Main Street. Get that golden brown tan. A Quick Tan and More, 573-453-8024. Also, proud to support your Tigers. The kickoff, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, comes down picked up by Avon at the 20-yard line. Trying to get to the outside, breaks a tackle, and goes down at the 30. Good job by Helenar to take him down. So Land kept that one down, and Avon brought it back about 10 yards.
Yep.
In that kickoff by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. And, of course, Willie is located right here in Salem, 1414 West Singers Boulevard, 729-4941. Hey, we also need to thank Salem High School Athletic Department for cooperating with us. Coach Satterley with volleyball, of course, Coach Myers. These guys make it time for us for Tiger Talks and other things that we request. Again, we want to thank them. Without them, again, we can't do what we do. And the coaching that they do for these kids. All right. Young wants to throw the ball, fires it out. It's more of a lateral. And trying to turn up the field and breaking a couple tackles. And still on his feet after a first down is Phillips. No, I'm sorry. That's Skinner.
Okay.
Gain of 16. First down. Waiting for them to spot the ball, Ricky.
That's it. Gotcha.
Ravens brought him down finally, but good move there. Nice Skinner. Got to swirl around and spun out of a couple tackles. 1:09 left to go in the third quarter, and the clock is running. Receivers 2 to the left, 2 to the right. We have Phillips in the backfield. Keeping himself up the middle. Big run for Young. He'll pick up about 6. He'll bring up second down and 4. Right up the gut. Right into the Tiger paws.
Boom.
The center part of the field. Take that to Nicholas Freeman. And just went right up the gut.
Yep.
Daniels wide to the left side. Trips to the right side. Snap is back. They fire it out very quickly and dropping the ball. That time it was a drop.
That was a drop.
By Skinner. Tried to run before he had it.
Yep. Whoops.
Bring up 3rd and 4. He had a lot of room in front of him.
He'd seen that room.
He'd have definitely had the first down, no doubt. 20 seconds left to go third quarter. Tigers, Rick, they don't have anybody on 2 of these receivers. Now,
I started saying because somebody needs to move over.
Yeah, Brody Ray's taking one of them.
Yeah.
He's not a defensive back.
Yeah. Max has moved over too.
3rd and 4, running up the gut. Again is Young.
Missed him.
And he gets the first down. He'll get about 10. Tiger tackler at the line. I believe that was Ragsdale. Just missed him.
Yep.
Had a chance. But a good run by Young, and they'll give him a first down. The clock is running and may run out before they get this play off. We're down to 5 seconds left. Ball the Salem Tiger 38-yard line, 2 seconds. 1. Dang, gone. It's over. Did not get the play off. Salem Tigers and the Buffalo Bison battling it out in Class 3 District 5 action. It's Salem 12, Buffalo nothing. We'll return in a minute with more Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Are you wanting to know what's going on in Salem? It's easy. All you need to do is subscribe to the City of Salem's Text Blast service. First, you need to text the number 855-435-4811. Then text the word CITY for all pertinent alerts and announcements for the city. For alerts concerning utilities, text the word utility. And if you're wanting to know about parks and recreation, just text the word parks. The City of Salem Text Blast service, 855-435-4811. Subscribe today.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Welcome back to the Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. It's Class 3 District 5 football. Rocket G Western and Trading Post. They have all your Western apparel, boots, and decor, and they're waiting for you to stop on by and check it out. At 3629 North Highway 19, locally owned and proud to support your Tigers. Rocket G Western and Trading Post, 573-247-5000.
All right.
Young gets it, and a flag goes down immediately. That usually indicates a false start.
Oh, offside against Salem.
Oh, wow. Got a little anxious.
I didn't let that play go, Stan. Yeah.
Yeah, I am too there, Rick.
Yeah, that kind of, usually
Usually
don't
offside,
let that
let
play,
go.
like I say,
Unless
unless
it's disruptive.
Yeah.
1st and 5 from the 34 now. Young at quarterback. He's done a pretty good job. He gets it, rolls to his left. Wants to throw, fires that ball out. It's caught for a first down at the 18-yard line.
Skinner again, Stan?
Yeah. That's a heck of a catch, Rick, and a hold on to it.
Wow.
You're going to see they are going to mark him down at the 18-yard line.
Okay.
That's 14?
I got 15. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's their 13th first down of this game. Wow. To start in the fourth quarter, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In motion comes Skinner. They hand that ball off to him. He's got some running room, trying to get to the outside. Tigers trying to cut him off, and they do.
Nice job.
They'll gain a couple.
Oh, now what?
Yeah, flag went down.
Yeah. After the play, Stan.
Yeah, I'm like,
I didn't see really anything except for the tackle, and Skinner got up and run away, and next thing I seen was the flag go down right at the tackle.
Personal foul against Salem Tigers. Well, Rick, I don't know.
I didn't see,
Well, they're going to add on 9 more yards, half to the distance to the goal line. And, Ricky, that's 69 yards in penalties now for Salem, and that's their 3rd personal foul. We still got a lot of time left to go in this one.
Yeah, we do.
Bison now knocking at the door at the 9-yard line. 1st and 10. Isaiah Young at quarterback. Gets it. Wants to throw. Now he'll run up the middle. And he breaks 3 tackles, still on his feet, and he'll go in for the touchdown. Isaiah Young from 9 yards out. Well, Rick, he broke 3.
Yeah, he did.
Should have been tackles. And give the young man credit. He has run well tonight.
Yeah, like I say, he's almost got 100 yards on the night, Stan.
Kind of got away from him in the second quarter. But they've come back to it here in the second half.
Yep.
And now this is a very important extra point. Salem has missed their 2, the 12-6 game. And coming in is Abraham. Snap is back, and the kick, it is too short. No good.
No good.
So the PAT is short. So it's still a 1-score game, 12-6, Salem on top, but Well, Ricky, too many penalties, 2 personal foul penalties in that drive really helped the Bison.
Yep.
And they have cut the Salem lead to 6, 12-6 with that touchdown run by Isaiah Young. And as we watched, 3 Tigers had their hands on him all one time, and he was able to spin out of it and go in for the touchdown.
Yep.
And you got to give the young man credit. He doesn't want his season to come to an end. I don't think any of these kids do. They really want to keep playing as long as they possibly can. It's unfortunate, though, in the way the districts are, that somebody's got to lose, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to go on, somebody's got to go home.
Yep. Win and move on.
Win and move on.
Yep. That's what you have to do. Yeah, you're like you say. I mean, you're just playing game to game, Stan. Because, like you say, I mean, it's win or you're done. I mean, that's the bottom line when you get into this time of the season.
So Abraham will kick off.
Alton made deep stand.
I'm not sure he can kick it that far right now with that shoulder, Rick. He didn't kick that extra point very well.
No, he did.
Couldn't punt very well, so I don't know.
Let's see what happens here. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it... Well, he kicked a little bit better than I thought he would, but on a line drive, right to the 22-yard line. Tigers bring it right back up the gut, and coming back was Alton May with a nice run up to about the 45-yard line, but he got crunched, Ricky. He's slow in getting up.
Yeah, he kind of hit that ground pretty hard, Stan.
I think he slammed his head into the ground. I'm not mistaken, Ricky. And, yeah, I think kind of got that or fell on the ball, one of the two. He's up, and he's going to make his way over to the sideline. He's going to have to come out for a play or two.
He will, yep.
Yeah, Alton's learning the game of football, and that's a nice return, though.
It was a nice return.
25 yards.
Salem will start on their own 45-yard line with this drive, Stand. Good field position.
10:54 to go. It would behoove the Salem Tigers to go on a long drive, take that time off the clock, and then be able to score.
Yeah,
that's the ideal.
That's the plan right now. Yeah, they've got, like I say, they got to hang on to the ball and just take whatever they give them and then move it right on down the field.
So the Tigers come out, spread 2 guys out to the left side, including Sapal in the slot. Brody Ray to single setback. Ragsdale on 1st and 10. Gives it to Brody. Brody up the middle. He burst through over 9.
Ooh-wee.
Well, he had a head of steam hitting that line.
Well, he
got
did,
9. He'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Wow.
Tigers showed a little bit different look, and they got the block
Boom.
out there. I believe the block thrown by number 72, Jonathan Benegru, opened that hole.
Ooh.
And
bam. He exploded off that line, didn't he?
Brody was through in a heartbeat. Woo. 2nd and 1.
Give it to him again, Stan.
Give it to him again. With
a run like that, give it to him.
Did that down in Kabul, on that one drive.
Yeah.
Brody, we're going to ride your back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they need to do a little bit here.
True.
They give it to Brody again. This time he's kind of held up. He's going to get enough for the first down.
Yep.
He'll get 2. He spun out that initial tackle, was able to get the 2 yards and the first down.
Yeah. Tried to tackle him up high, Stan. It's not a good thing. Yeah.
That's that kid got well built over the summer. That was Young trying to bring him down from around the shoulders.
Yeah,
it just didn't work.
Didn't work.
1st and 10, under 10 to go in this regulation time.
Yep.
Better throw that out
Yeah,
there.
we do.
We've already had an overtime game this year.
Yeah, we have.
1st and 10, ball right at the 44-yard line.
Oh.
And the ball is dropped by Ragsdale. And that'll lose 2. You almost hate to see that because now all of a sudden
you got a negative.
You got two downs. Well, I guess you could say 3 downs to go 11 yards, almost 12. But it takes that just what I'm trying to say with that momentum, the flow. The flow. There we go.
Flow. Yeah, because I mean you're getting in a groove and you're
there,
and it was then the negative play kind of shuts it down. Yeah.
Just that fluidity is broken at that tape. Even as Ragsdale's trying to take it himself, and he'll go forward for about 5. They'll bring up third down and still about 7. That's where that first fumble play hurts.
It
Now
hurts.
you'd be at 3rd and 5. Now it's 3rd and 7. 8:40 and counting. (12-6), Salem on top in this Class 3 District 5 quarterfinal. Yeah, I know. Play clock's running down quick. Tigers still don't have a play in. They're down to 14 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to.
They're going to have to burn a timeout here, Stan.
Yeah, there's just no other way. On 3rd and 7, I think Coach Myers just wait until he can take a little more clock off and
burn a timeout.
He'll call timeout. He does. With 8:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Salem Tigers 12, and it's 6 for the Buffalo Bison. This timeout brought to you as a courtesy of Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, where if you haven't taken time out to review the assets of your home, do so to make sure you've got enough coverage. See Jonah, 1104 South Main Street in Salem at the Crossroads Shopping Center. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger football on KSMO Media.
What's the signature of success in the hay and forage industry? A bale roll with a Vermeer 504R signature baler. Designed for convenience, ease of use, and durability, the working man now has a baler for any operation. Let your baler help you put up the best bales in town with durable components, an aggressive rotor, and a camless wide pickup that features fewer moving parts than ever before. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with a 3-year pickup warranty. The 504R signature baler is truly one of a kind. Visit your Vermeer dealer, Salem Farm Equipment, Highway 19 South in Salem today.
3rd down and 7.
Big down right here, Stan.
Big down. This, though, probably is 2-down territory.
Yeah,
but, Rick,
you've got to
that
get it
far out into 40, it's still pretty iffy.
Yeah, you've got, like you say, you've got to pick up some good yardage right here, Stan. You're going to have to go for it on
I'll
fourth.
say it's 2-down territory unless you don't get any yards.
That's right. Yep.
So let's see what the Tigers do here. They're going to line up with a Sapon to slot Helenar wide to the left side. The boys wide to the right. Ray's a single setback. Flip it out to Ray. Brody's got some room. He's got the first down and more on the sideline. And he gets thrown out. That could easily be a horse collar.
Wow.
Thrown out about the 23-yard line. From the 41 to the 23, 18-yard gain and a first down.
Nice run, Brody.
Don't normally see the fullback get a pitch, but that time it worked.
He was the only back in the set back there. You're right, Stan, with the 2 wings. Yeah. He just took off, and they said, give it to Brody and let him run over somebody, and that's exactly what Brody did.
7:50 and counting in the fourth quarter. Tigers are trying to milk the clock.
Yep.
But make sure you get the play in so they're not rushing up to the line.
Get the play in, then let them go in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the key here.
Yep.
You don't want to get up there with 5 seconds left, and they're still down to about 7. Ragsdale under center. Double wing again. They give it off to Brody Ray.
Brody again.
Ray will take it about 5 more. Down to the 18. Off the left tackle. Slow. Bison. One of the Bison's slow at getting out, Rick.
Boy.
And hope he's okay. He's limping a little bit. Number 17.
He's going to try to
Earl.
Yeah, he's going to try to stay in.
Earl's just a freshman.
They're not real deep anyhow.
No, they don't have a lot of extra players. And right now they're short one super large receiver.
Yes.
And we saw him get his shoulder hurt. He has not moved that,
he's
shoulder
left it.
much at all.
No.
2nd down, 5 yards to go. Tigers stay in a double wing. Giving off to Brody Ray up the middle. He's getting a lot of push, and he's inside the 10 to about the 9.
Wow.
A nice run all the way from the 13. From the 18 to the 9, a 9-yard gain, and 1st and goal for the Salem Tigers.
What do we say? Standing to keep riding, Brody, and that's exactly what this drive is all about, hasn't it?
16 first downs for Salem. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Regulation time. And the Tigers are milking this clock as much as they possibly can.
Yep.
They would love
Very smart. Yep.
They would love to score.
Yep.
but they'd like to take another at least minute and a half off in doing so.
Well,
How does the Bison let them go up and score?
Yeah, true. Hurry up, guys.
They clock down to 3. Giving this one off up the middle, trying to turn inside is Land. Land still on his feet, gets to about the 3. Went to the right, cut back to the left, and gets down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 6 for Land, and it's 2nd and goal. Will did a good job of cutting back right in the middle there.
Yeah, I did.
Saw a little bit of an opening.
Just a
and
little
was able
crease.
to take it.
Yeah.
5:35 to go, fourth quarter. 12-6, Salem on top, but they're knocking at the door. Play clock down to 10. We go in that wider formation with Brody Ray to single setback. Give it to Brody. He gets bumped. He gets pushed. He gets down to the 1.
He's in, Stan.
Oh, he's in for a touchdown. Wow, Rick, he did not really make it in.
I seen the far official go up. Yeah,
but he didn't make it in. He went down about 4 or 5 inches short. I was watching that, but we'll take it.
Is there a review, Stan, or no?
No.
Okay.
5:10 to go. As Brody Ray goes in from 3 yards out. And a point after. We're going to try the point after. I believe we are.
We are. Yeah, we're going to. Will's back out there, Stan.
So Will Land will try one. He was 3 for 5 at Kabul. The boys to hold. The snap is back.
Oh.
And I think we have offside against.
I think they went a little quick, didn't they?
The guy on the end, Rick, looked offside to me to begin to play. And now Salem may go for 2.
Yeah. Let me change it up now, Stan. Like I say, that's going to put them at the 1.5.
Yeah.
So, the Salem's going to maybe change it up now and go for 2. Do we give it back to number 34, Stan?
I think it'd be a wise play to do now.
I think it'd be a good try, don't you?
I think it'd be wise. You boys Land and Ray, the fullback, give it to Brody. He's in. He's got the 2 points. And that makes it a 20-6 game. And I believe Ricky feels a little more secure right now.
Yeah. Well, that was the Brody Ray drive right there, Stan.
Sure was.
Wow. That young man kind of said, "Give me the ball, let me get into the end zone," and that's exactly what he did. Nice job on that whole drive by the Salem Tigers, but also for Brody Ray. 20-6, Salem on top. Winner of this game goes to Mountain Grove next Friday night. Take on the Panthers. Tough place to go. We all know that. We know that. Yeah.
But you get a chance to play, and you never know. Never know what's going to happen.
You have to play the game, Stan.
When you play.
That's right.
20-6 with 5:10 to go. And the kickoff coming up next, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. And if you haven't seen Willie in town, he's all over the place. You can stop by his office if you want to, 1414 West City Girls Boulevard. But he's involved in all kinds of activities, probably a casino night tomorrow night here in town at Salem. And, of course, tickets are still available for that tomorrow. You can still get your tickets, $50 per person, $85 for a couple. It's a lot of fun. 5:30, the doors open. And Willie, I'm pretty sure, almost guaranteed, he'll probably be there having a good time. But you can be, too. And don't forget, Willie Strader and Farm Bureau Insurance bringing you the kickoff. Land kicks it. That's going to go out of bounds right about the 23-yard line. I remember when Will started kicking off, man.
Yeah,
we kicked him almost every one of them.
He was hooking everything, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he really was. We'll see if they want to take it 35 or make him kick it again.
They can make him, you're right, Ken, they can make him do it again.
See what they want to do. Looks like they're going to put the ball to 35.
They're going to take the 35, yep.
I want to thank everybody for joining us for Tiger Football on your Friday night, Halloween. Hope you've had a happy Halloween. Kind of a sparse crowd. I don't want to say sparse, a light crowd on hand. It's a cool night in County.
Yeah.
Yes. But also so many different other activities going on tonight. As Young gets it, wants to roll to his right. He does. Looking, fires that ball down the field. And it's tipped and almost. Or it is intercepted?
Nope.
No.
I think they caught it, Stan. I think it went through.
It did. It
hit Cleveland.
Bringing it down on a heck of a catch after the ball was tipped in the air was number 26, Skinner. And that'll be complete out at about the 43-yard line. I saw that ball go up twice, Rick, and then I saw it.
Skinner.
I kind of thought that Brody Ray was going to bring it in. Then Skinner took it right out of his hand.
Yeah, went right through his hands.
So a gain of 17.
I got 17, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
First down.
Wow, Stan. The ball that was picked off.
Yeah. That ball hit two Salem Tiger hands. Young up the middle, still going. It gets across the 45 to the 41. That young man's got some drive. I'll give him a lot of credit. He gets hit. He gets stopped for a moment and then keeps going.
Keeps turning.
And then just keeps those feet going. Casey Malone had him down around the ankle. He pulled out of that. And a gain of 8. Time down to 4.5 minutes to go. Second down and 2. Fire that ball out and trying to turn that corner, coming back across the grain and getting taken down is Skinner. Be very close to a first down. Did a lot of running for about 2 yards. We'll see where they spot that ball, Rick. Oh, they're going to put it back at the 40. A gain of only 1.
Okay.
Well, I thought they were going to move that ball like about the 38. Clock continues to run, down to 4 minutes left to go in this, the fourth quarter. Regulation time. Trips to the right. Man, they're
stacked, ain't they?
They are stacked.
3 linemen.
That's just it. Up the gut goes Young. Young still on his feet. And did the ball come out? I don't think so. It's about 10 yards on that game. I think they're going to spot him down right at the 31. That'll be enough for a first down, a gain of almost 9. I'm not sure you can do that with 3 linemen. I'm not sure. Back to throw, Young. This little pressure fires it down the middle. It's caught by Skinner again for the first down inside the 20 to about the 18. That'll be just about 16 yards. We'll see they finally spot him down. It'll be, I don't know. I don't know. This probably say it's about the 17. Back to throw. Firing down and overthrowing everybody was Young. He had a man down in the corner open. I believe that was McGregor. He had him wide open in the corner.
Looking for Skinner all the way there, wasn't he, Stan?
I believe he wanted to go to Skinner all the way.
Yep.
He's on the near side in the slot. They've kind of gone away from Avon. I think he's not been much of a factor here in the second half.
True.
Young gets it, rolls to his left, has a man open in the end zone, fires it down to Avon, and he can't get it. We just talked about him, Rick, and then they put him down the sideline. He was trying to keep 1 foot in. That's all you need in high school.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the momentum took him out of bounds.
Too far. Thrown too far out, Stan.
Just right in that very deep corner, but it's incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. 3:08 left to go in regulation. Class 3, District 5. The winner moves on to play Mountain Grove Friday night, 7 o'clock. If Salem makes it, we'll be there to bring it to you on KSMO AM 1340 and FM 95.7 and audio stream it on KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube.
I'm out, Salem.
Don't forget, you can watch the games on Misha.tv. That's MSHSAA.tv. It's a pay-per-view type of deal. Yep. We have nothing to do with that at KSMO Media. But if you want to video stream the games, you do have to go through Misha, MSHSAA.tv. And if Salem can hold on to win here, Rick, we'll be doing it again for Mountain Grove.
Yep.
And hopefully the Tigers can continue their season. Right now, they lead at 20-6. Let's take a 30-second break and come back. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
VIP Properties has 13 dedicated agents who are very committed to the Salem community and surrounding areas. VIP Properties agents are parents and grandparents of children who have been involved in the Salem sports programs, and we know how important it is. VIP Properties specializes in residential, farms, and commercial properties. We invite you to stop by and chat with us about your buying and selling needs. Our office is located at 103 East 4th Street across from the Dent County Courthouse. VIP Properties is here to serve you. Go Tigers!
And welcome back. That timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent. Remember, if you have questions, get in touch with him at 573-729-5165. 3:08 to go. Regulation. 20-6, Salem on top. Isaiah
Black.
Young. Barking, and now false start.
Yep. Makes it a little harder on third down to go 3rd and 15 now, Stan.
Salem Tigers with 64 yards and penalties in this game with 3 personal fouls and 1 to make that 2 pass interference calls.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot. 3rd and 15. Here we go.
All right, trying to come forward is Young. Breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Still going. Finally gets taken down at about the 13-yard line. Just a bone-crushing tackle by the Salem Tigers on Young. He cut back against the grain, and Sapal just took him down.
Got about 10 out of that, though, didn't he?
He got 9. Yeah. 4th down and about 5. 2:40 and counting. 20-6, Salem on top.
4th down. Here we go.
4th down. Back to throw is Young. He's got pressure. Gets away from the pressure. Turns, fires in the end toward the end zone. Caught, dropped. The ball's on the ground, and Salem has it. Salem has it. Let's see if they call it a completed pass. He was not in the end zone. This is not a safety. What are they going to decide? I don't know if they...
I don't think they've decided anything here, Stan. We're going to have to talk about this one, Stan.
Wow. They're going to bring all the officials together. They don't know what to call it. We have the benefit of an instant replay. That ball was fumbled out the 1. As give Young a lot of credit. Fired the ball right down the middle, taking it, and then losing the ball on the way down was number 10, Noah Daniels, their freshman.
And it almost looked like, Stan, also on the play, looked like almost that Young put the ball down on the ground when he slipped and tried to make the turn. It almost looked like he put the ball on the ground. And they called it a touchdown.
How do they call it a touchdown?
How?
No.
What?
They call it a touchdown. He was nowhere near the end zone.
He didn't even go in. And
wow. So the touchdown.
Okay.
We can't change it. Well, we should.
So was
with
it
2:29? It was McGregor, number 9.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
3.
I'm sorry, Daniels, number 10, with the reception. They're going to go for 2, and Young trying to cut through there. He goes in for the 2-point conversion, and it's now 20-14 with 2:29 left. Well,
wow, Stan, that's a blowed call there, Stan. Mm-hmm.
So it was Daniels, number 10, caught the ball on the pass play. 9 yards out, or I'm sorry, 13 yards out. They needed to get the first down. And that is from Young.
Yeah.
Well, Rick. Wow. They were not near getting that one right.
No.
2 things got wrong. Number 1, he never got in the end zone.
Sure.
Number 2,
that ball was knocked out.
The ball was out of his hands at the 1-yard line, and it was recovered by Salem.
Yep.
Outside the end zone.
Outside, yep.
But it would have been tight. But it's a 20-14 game, and we're not done yet.
Nope.
Getting ready for the kickoff by the Bison to Salem. Tigers have 1 timeout left. Sorry. And so that makes it a little bit interesting, but the Bisons have all 3. I thought one of them was called against Buffalo.
I did too.
All right. Anyway, well, we're not in charge of that. So Buffalo, I'm sure, going to go for the onside kick.
Yep, they are. You got too many out there, Stan.
Yeah, they've got if you got that many guys out there, you should get it.
You got 12. No, they come off.
Okay.
Wow.
So Abraham will do the onside kicking and bounces it deep. Goes off the Salem Tigers' hands. And then 2 Tigers run into each other.
Whew. Alton May come out and down with it, didn't he, Stan? Wow.
I believe that was bone crunching.
Woo. Is that Case and Malone and Alton May collide?
Alton May got it down. The Tigers have it. 2:27 to go, but again, 3 timeouts for the Bison. So this is not automatic.
No, they've got to get some offense going here too, Stan.
The kickoff brought to you by your friends Willie Strader Farm Bureau Insurance in Salem. 573-729-4941. Well, now you've got to get a couple first downs.
That's right.
No matter where you are in the field, you got to get a couple first downs. You're at right now at the 37-yard line. And that ball off to Du Bois, trying to get to the outside, trying to push his way off, and he'll go down after a gain of 4. And Buffalo burns a timeout. Look, that's what the guy did the wrong time the last time. He pointed the wrong team. I guarantee you they do not have 3. I know we took 1.
Yeah.
But they took another one when they had a guy hurt, did they not?
Yep.
No. Anyway,
they did.
A timeout called on the field. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. Oh, we always trying to find out some kind of fine-tuning somewhere.
There we go.
It'll be second down and still 7 for the Salem Tigers. We return 20-14, Salem on top. Timeout brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. 573-729-5165. Back at 30, Tiger football on KSMO Media.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
How can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
I'm one happy camper.
Shelter Insurance has great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. Ask your agent about Shelter's auto insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Martin.
Welcome back. Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium, 20-14. Second down, and it'll be about 7 yards to go as the clock was stopped by Coach Phillips of the Bisons.
Of course, we know, like the scoreboard when the timeouts that they've got up there. Of course, that's not official. They should have that on the field.
They should.
Yeah.
And maybe they're trying to change it. But
yeah.
We thought it was 2-2.
Yeah.
As far as we know, but they had 3-1 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they did.
Second and 7. Cody Ray gets that handoff up the middle, and he'll get very close to the first
got
down.
It, Stan. They may give it to him.
He may have got it, but he's right there. And they are going to give it to him.
Got it.
That's a gain of 7 and a first down. Brody's got a different gear in this fourth quarter.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Wow.
Woo. And that'll...
They're letting it run, Stan.
Bring the clock down to about 2 minutes. I thought they might still try one more here, Rick, at 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
Yeah, still 20 on the play clock. Got plenty of time.
First and 10, Salem Tigers. Now you're going to watch these guys try and punch the ball.
Yeah, they are.
Be
They're
very
going to be
careful.
tackling the football.
Tigers give it to the boys, trying to turn that corner. Still goes down, just trying to get enough yardage to keep the clock going. And a timeout called by Coach Phillips. A gain of about 4.
Okay.
And with 1:38 remaining in regulation time, it's Salem 20. It's Buffalo 14. Let's take a 30-second break and come right back. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Reality check number 36. Shouldn't your personal banker know you, well, personally? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. The first thing we do is get to know you. Are you a planner or a last-second guy? Have a house full of crazy kids or an empty nest? We aren't just your banker. We're your neighbor who helps with money. We might even spring for a cup next time we see you in the coffee shop. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
That timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer of American Family Insurance. Remember, there's a lot of different types of insurance. Make sure you've got the right coverage for you. If you've got teenage drivers, if you've got a home, if you've got renter's insurance, or maybe you might even need umbrella to help cover some of those liability issues. Get in touch with Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Well, it's a big loss losing Abraham for the Bisons. I can tell you that. Right now he's kind of been relegated to just a kicking duty.
Yeah.
He's like 2 feet over everybody else down there. I mean, he's huge.
even
Tall,
the
skinny
referee on
length.
this side, the coaching staff,
But that was a big loss for them, Rick.
Yeah,
it really was. Tigers with second, and we're going to call it 6. Giving that, keeping it as Ray. No, giving it to Brody Ray, and Brody Ray
another first down.
Gets another first down, and that could be about enough. That will be about 9 yards, Rick, and a first down. 1:30 and counting.
Take your time now, guys.
They can get to under a minute to go, Ricky.
Yep. They don't have
20-14 lead. They can take a couple of knees at this stage.
They want to. Yep.
I would do that.
Yep.
1:15 remaining. Salem with a 20-14 lead over the Buffalo Bison, who came in with a 2-7 record. Salem with 3-6. The winner goes on to play the Mountain Grove Panthers, who finished 8-1.
Yep.
Down to under a minute.
Take a knee.
Get back in that victory celebration style, and Ragsdale takes the knee. I wouldn't even mark it.
I'm going to.
And I'll have to do it at least one more time, and that will prove the Salem Tigers' record overall for the season, the 4 wins and 6 losses. But the Buffalo Bison season will come to an end as they make the trip to Salem and take on the Tigers. Very entertaining game, and I'm very impressed with this. Isaiah Young, we don't see these guys.
True.
We haven't played Buffalo in 20-something years.
Yeah, true.
One more kneel down, and this one goes in the books. And the Salem Tigers go on to beat the Buffalo Bison here in district play by a score of 20-14. And they'll move on to face the Mountain Grove Panthers. That will be next week, Friday night, 7 o'clock at Mountain Grove, as the Tigers beat Buffalo, who scored twice in the fourth quarter and made it a ball game. And the Salem Tigers, though, responded with their touchdown after they got the 12-6 game. Salem got that touchdown by Brody Ray, and that was enough to make the difference in this one as they defeat Buffalo by a final score of 20-14. Well, you had to be kind of impressed by both of these teams. I know they haven't had the best of seasons,
true,
but both of these teams came out and played hard tonight, and I'll tip my cap to them. You know, it's hard to know your season's coming to an end. One of these teams is going to do it, and you just got to keep winning and winning and winning and play the best football you can. You might not have the best chance of going to state. We all know that. Not everybody can go to state.
That's right.
But if you give your very best, you don't have to hang your head and say, man, I wish we could have done better. You say, we gave it all we got and we came up short.
That's right.
Yeah. And right now, I give the Bison a lot of credit. They came in here, they're shorthanded. They've lost some players. And also then they got a couple of injuries. We talked about Blair Abraham, their 6'8" wide receiver, and he goes down with an injury on his shoulder. He's one of their weapons. And then it looked also like Trey Avon did not have the same kind of opportunity in the second half. I think he got hurt too somewhere in there because he wasn't the same player in that second half as well. Yeah, he made some nice tackles, but on the offensive side, he wasn't being targeted. You would think if Young's going to go to anybody, I mean, he pretty well just decided to go to Skinner most of the time. But it was Avon that he went to a lot early on in that first half, and he was not much of a factor. That throw in the end zone, obviously intended for him, but that's about it. And you would have thought that he'd have been more of a factor in the contest. Salem goes on to win it 20-14. Hope you enjoyed the contest, but we're not done yet. We got to give you some stats and come back with some information for you following this one. 3-minute break. We're going to come right back after that on KSMO Media. Thanks for being with us.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
It's tailgate time, so come into Country Mart in Salem today and pick up all your tailgate supplies that you will need, like lunch meats, condiments, beverages, paper plates, cups, plastic utensils, paper towels, or how about Glenn's Smokehouse ribs, pork steaks, or even fried chicken. Plus, don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. Stop by and see them today.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The fall savings are going on at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. Check this out. An instant rebate of $10 when you purchase any 2 Napa Exact Fit beam blades and a rear blade. And you can save up to 35% off on Night Vision Brilliant Premium 2-pack. You'll also find Gojo Scrubbing Towels, a 72 count for $17.99. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, 1 child, 1 big impact.
All right.
Welcome back.
Kind of
caught us in between.
Yeah, we're back.
All right, we're very, very much back. And again, Salem Tigers beat Buffalo tonight in the quarterfinal of district play in football. And the final score, 20-14. Rick, Salem Tigers, Buffalo Bison. You know, you're thinking a 2-17 or 3-16. Probably not going to be a very good game.
Yeah.
They were wrong.
It was a good
game.
This was a good game.
Very good game.
Very good game.
Let's talk a little bit about the Bison in this one. Really, about 90% of their game is their quarterback. I say, young guys, just give a lot of credit. They, again, are shorthanded. I think if anybody heard us going off the air, we talked a little bit about it. These guys gave their heart and soul in this game. I really have to tip my cap to them. But Young, just a junior, 165-pound junior, 5'10". This kid played well. He tried to.
His heart out.
He tried to carry the team on his shoulders.
Yeah, he did.
I'll tell you what, I was very impressed with this young man and the way he plays football. He plays defense. He plays on quarterback. He takes hits. He gives hits. I mean, I'd tip my cap. Not only him. I don't want to just give credit to him, but also Matthew Skinner had a heck of a game. I mean,
he did.
There were guys on this Buffalo team who really stood out. I hated to see Abraham go down with the injury.
I did too.
But, I mean, a lot of those guys really played hard. And unfortunately, even with a 2-7 season, they played a very, very, very good game tonight and ended up 2-8 on the season. But they lose out and their season comes to an end. But Ricky, they gave Salem everything that they could handle.
That's right.
Give some of the stats for this one. When you look at them, Buffalo was very balanced in their game.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. And we'll kind of start out. Let's start out with Isaiah Young, Stan, in the passing game. Stan, he put the ball up 24 times, Stan. He completed 10 of those passes for 164 yards. I mean, that's not a bad night for this kid.
And a couple were dropped.
Yeah.
But he did miss a couple wide open guys.
Yeah, he did miss some wide open guys. And, so I got a hand to him. And I'll also kind of give you a little bit more on him.
I love it.
In the rushing department, Stan. I mean, this guy threw for 164 yards, Stan, and then he turned right around and he rushed for 128 yards.
Why not?
mine, so like you said, I mean, if you look at that, Stan, then the only other offense that they had was that Matt Skinner had 3 carries for 12 yards. Owen Phillips had 2 carries for 10 yards, and the rest of that was Mr. Young.
Mr. Young and his receivers.
Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of that was Skinner.
Yeah, and a lot of that was, like you say, I mean, was Skinner, because he had 8 catches for 123 yards himself, Stan. So,
not too bad a day.
Not too bad of a day, right? Yeah,
Wow.
You're exactly right. But that was, I mean, I'm like you, Stan. I've got to hand it to Mr. Young back there as the quarterback.
Yeah,
nice job.
I really was impressed.
And Skinner also, like I said, he made some very good catches too.
I was really impressed with the routes that they ran and the way that they really did, I guess, their game plan going in, Rick, was obviously to try and, I guess, limit the Salem Tiger rushing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
As much as they could.
Yeah, and they knew that Salem was going to run the ball. I mean, there was no doubt about that. They knew that. They knew that coming in. They know that Salem's going to try to run the football. And I thought that, what I did kind of see, Sam, and I kind of thought that they kind of abandoned there in that second quarter when Young was doing so well, it actually just taking quarterback draws, and he was just taking off and going on, and then all at once we decided to quit that, and like I say, it could have been some changes by the Salem defense, but I thought that he had all that going there in that first half, and then they kind of got away from that.
And I agree with you, Rick, and we even mentioned it at halftime, why they went away from the run. It was fairly successful and went almost virtually to the pass.
Yeah, they kind of abandoned that, and then like you say, then they come back late in the second half, and then they started going back to that again. I just didn't understand, like you say, why when they had so much success against the Salem Tiger defense with that they didn't stick with that a little bit longer.
Well, we have seen that in the past, Rick, by other teams, and how things change. They just change. Years ago we saw a West Plains team that had a 17-point lead on Salem with 5 minutes left and gave up. And went to a passing game and gave Salem chances to come back. Salem scored to make it a 10-point game, and then they came out there and started passing the ball. And all we had to do was get the ball back. And then we had an onside kick and won the game.
So
5 minutes left.
So, you wonder, like you say, why, and we've seen it, like you say, in the years that we've been doing this, but, we've seen a lot of that, like you say, something that was successful, and then all wants to go away from it. I don't understand it.
Either. Anyway, the Salem Tigers did not go away from their running game. They stayed right with it all the way through, didn't they?
You bet. Like you say, let's start out. We'll go with Silas Stan. He had 16 carries for 132 yards. But next, Stan, I got to hand it to him, was Mr. Brody Ray. He had 16 carries for 95 yards. Alton May had 7 carries for 67 yards. And then Hayden Ragsdale, Stan, had 3 for 21 yards. Paxton Deason, Stan, had 6 carries for 27. And Will Land had 4 carries for 7 yards. And so Salem ended up with 349 yards rushing on the night.
So we had rushing, but we had balanced rushing.
Yeah.
We had rushing from our fullback, from our left tailback, from our right tailback, our left wing and right wing. And then even if we put Deason in or if we put Ray in, and then Brody Ray actually ran a couple of runs
he did. Nice
from the side.
Yeah. So it wasn't just one running back, like you say, until Mr. Ray took over here in the fourth quarter.
Well, he had another gear.
Yeah,
he did. Second half, I don't know if they gave him some energy drink.
He got energy bars or something.
Man,
right.
He came out and he was just hitting that line with a different intensity we have not really seen from Brody all year. And with that kind of intensity, he was pushing that line back, Rick.
Yeah, he was.
Which is something. Maybe he just got the confidence. Maybe it happened in the game early. Sometime when he made a run, he was able to push guys back. Maybe he thought, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what I was looking for. Stan, was when he was hitting the line. Once he get once Hayden gave him that ball, he was almost at full tilt.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, it was just like an extra gear. Now, I'm gonna say a little bit. I mean, you can look at it as what what Buffalo's got. I mean, they didn't have a lot of kids, and you talked about that earlier. Maybe we can wear them down a little bit, and I think Salem might have wore them down a little bit in that fourth quarter.
I definitely have to think that's the case. But you know what? When they came out and went on their drive, they did not look. They didn't look tired, did they? No, they did not. They looked like they were in attack mode. So I'll give them a lot of credit.
Yeah,
but I think Brody that was probably the best game he's ever had.
Yeah.
And he picked a good one to have here in district play.
If we're going to do it now.
So 349 yards for the Salem Tigers total in rushing, nothing in passing. 17 first downs for Salem, 16 for Buffalo. That's how close this game was. Salem had 349 yards, Buffalo 314 yards.
Wow.
That's not much.
That's
Each
right.
team had a turnover.
Yep.
A fumble in the first quarter by Buffalo, an interception by Salem in the first quarter. 7 penalties for 40 yards for Buffalo, 6 penalties, including 3 personal fouls, and 2 pass interference for 69 yards.
That's
the Salem Tigers. That's a lot of penalty yards in a playoff game, especially on personal fouls. And that's something I'm sure Coach Myers is not happy about from this game. But the rest of the part, he's pretty happy. The Salem Tigers got the win 20-14. And when we come back, we'll wrap things up after this 2-minute break as we'll give you the scoring in this one. Salem wins it. They'll go to Mountain Grove next Friday night as they beat Buffalo 20-14. Back in 2 minutes. Tiger football on KSMO.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org. Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem or call 729-3001.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free. You've seen Town Screen in Salem and Houston filled with local community events, business ads, even obituaries. But did you know that the Town Screen staff can even create personalized closed networks? They've already created a closed network for Intercounty Electric, the Senior Age Area Agency on Aging, schools, churches, and others. And you're in complete control of the content. It is a full-service closed network, and it's very affordable. To get all the details, call or text Town Screen at 636-338-1199. Town Screen.
Well, welcome back to the Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. The scoring in this one, not much in the first half. Only 1 touchdown, that by Silas DuBois, a 3-yard run at the 7:49 mark of the first quarter, at our second quarter, And that was after an 83-yard drive by the Salem Tigers. That was very impressive. And Du Bois went in 3 yards out, 6-0. That's how the first half ended. Salem Tigers got the ball back in the third quarter, and immediately their offense came alive. And on a 38-yard run by Du Bois, he made it 12-0 at the 1:36 mark of that third quarter. The point after was missed. It was 12-0 Salem Tigers. But early in the fourth quarter, it was Young going in from 9 yards out on a run. The point after kick from Abraham was short, and it was 12-6 at that point. But then the Tigers really got a strong effort by Brody Ray. They got the ball and took about 5 minutes off the clock, maybe even a little bit longer than that, and took the ball all the way down the field. As Brody Ray went in from 3 yards out, make it 20-6 after then Ray went in for the 2-point conversion. And, Ricky, we talk about a penalty, 2-yard offside penalty. That could have made a difference in this game.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, it didn't really affect anything at the outcome, but nonetheless, it could have at the time made a 20-6 game, made a 14-point difference, and then immediately right after that, back came those Bison, and on a very controversial call.
Wow.
And I have to say that Daniels caught the ball on a pass from Young. He was about at the 2-yard line. He turned to go in. The ball came out of his hands, and Rick, I'm sure we recovered the ball at about the 1, but unfortunately the official in the back called it a touchdown, after they conferred. And then Young with the 2-point conversion made a 20-14 game. Tight ball game going down the stretch, but the Tigers were able to get a couple of first downs in that last 2 minutes and put the game away 20-14. They'll go to Mountain Grove, 7 o'clock next Friday night. Also tonight, Clever beats Pleasant Hope 48-0. And on Thursday night, St. James defeated Stratford 29-7. So the Tigers will take on Mountain Grove, and Clever will face St. James in the semifinal of the Class 3 District 5 football playoffs.
Yep. There you go.
And that's the way it's going to be.
That's the way it is.
Again, that game next week will be on Misha.tv only for video stream. Our audio streams will be on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, KSMO YouTube, KSMO AM, KSMO FM. So you'll have 5 different ways you can listen, but only one way to video
Only one
stream
way to
it.
watch
That'll
it.
be on
That's
Misha, MSHSAA.tv, and you will have to pay to see it.
Wow.
Well, I think that's it. Tigers win at 20-14 for Kenny, who did the camera work, for Ben, who does all the switches and knobs and all this mixing back here on the video screen, for Sally back at the station.
That guy's busy back
He
behind
is
the
busy.
stand.
And for you, my buddy Rick, down in Stan Stevens. And we want to bid you a fond farewell on this Halloween night. Thank you for being with us right here on KSMO Media. We always appreciate all of our listeners and our viewers. Thank you again for all the compliments that we hear about our broadcast. We do appreciate it very, very much.
Yeah, we do.
And we also appreciate our Salem Tigers. They win it tonight, 20-14. We hope you have a happy Halloween and good night from the high school football field.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors: Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town and Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardi, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flying W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. Thank you for watching tonight's game of Salem Tiger football, right here on KSMO Media.
People are talking about KSMO.
That's all I listen to.
And they keep me really entertained.
KSMO.
Daddy drove the wheels off a flatbed